I'm just checking the levels and stuff. Check 1, 2. Minor technical difficulties. I hate that. You know. Check 1, 2. I don't get that. Where am I getting all that from? Like, oh my goodness. What's going on, people? It's your boy Needle 914. Just trying to work through the minor crap that I'm going through here. I just got off of work. So Smoov Daddy's on his way. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be coming here with us. I don't know where Kayyce is. Kayyce is always late. Always late, Kayyce. So with no further ado, welcome to the Needle 914 show. Let me close this door real quick. It's really hot in here. Woo! What's going on, people? It's your boy Needle 914, yo. We are here in an epic day. Epic situation here on one of my screens. I got like 5 screens going on right now. One of them just went out, man. Like, oh my goodness, like all type of major malfunctions going on here. But I know how to work through that type of stuff. But it's your boy Needle 914. We are here live right now, Needle 914 show. Waiting for my other co-hosts to jump on right now with us. Shout out to all the people that are watching via YouTube, Twitch, and ooh, snap. You know what I didn't activate was the Northern Coast Radio live stream, man. Oh my goodness, I've been running around. When you're the only person doing stuff, it's kind of complicated. You know what I'm saying? So we are definitely, definitely broadcasting live on Northern Coast Radio right now as we speak. We also are broadcast, like I said, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. So if you are like literally tuning in to see me talk about this politic thing. Now I'm going to give everybody a disclaimer. I am not going to pick a side whatsoever. I know people be like, well, you should pick, and will you say? No, this is about us sitting here just talking about the election. That's my personal thing. What pisses me off, and we're also going to talk about how people get mad and lose friendship over who they pick. That's dumb as I don't know what. I need to be looking at the camera. The camera's not here. Maybe if I put the screen over here, that'll be better, and then throw this screen here, and I can check here. So, we're going to have some call-in people. We're going to have special guests. We also going to, we're going to have special guests calling in. So, to let you know what the number is for the call-in, this is the number right here. That's the number. You want to call in and chat with Needle 914, you can definitely do that. Smoov Daddy is on his way because he's popping up over here. I don't know where Kayyce is, so I definitely want to get their input on everything here. So right now, also you can tune in on northerncoastradio.com. That is the radio station owned by the nonprofit I run Share the Love Outreach Program. A lot of good things coming in 2025. Also, I want you to stay tuned because the Neo 914 radio show will be returning and will be syndicated to different radio shows across the world, but gotta find time to do that, so definitely give us a call, hey, chime in if you're on Facebook, Twitch, or whatever. If you want to chat, say something, emotional outburst, but we definitely going to get everything locked in and started, so I want y'all all to, support it, you know what I'm saying? Support the movement. It's your boy Neo 914. Hold on a second here. That ain't what I want to see. That's not what I want to see. Why am I? What's going on here? I'm on Facebook, but I don't see it on Twitch. What is going on here? Oh, okay. We're on Twitch. Now we're on Facebook, but where is? Make sure my YouTube is on here. Okay, I'm back. Whoa, boy, that one was kind of. Let's see here. Twitch. Yeah, I'm back. Minor technical difficulties, everybody. That type of stuff happens. Like, I got a lot of stuff running I never usually have run. And that is kind of like one of those weird things. Like, I never ever usually see that happen here. But I'm just making sure I'm on Twitch right now, which is streaming on Twitch. Kayyce, man, where you at? Oh my gosh! Like, I know David's on his way. This guy's leaving me all hanging and stuff. Like, well, I know David's on his way. Kayyce, where you at, man? Ping him real quick. I got people chiming in right now, ready to get down with the get down. Um, so I guess we're gonna be starting momentarily whenever those dudes pop up or whatnot. Those people tuning in. What's up? Oh, yo, Kayyce. Join the thing. second. I think I gotta send him the link here. How do I do that? I just bought this new program and this thing is like awesome, but I don't even know how to use it. Bear with me one moment, people. Just minor technical difficulties, which that never really happens with needle. So from what I'm hearing, at 6 o'clock, they're going to have the first electoral whatever thing closed to see who wins that. Right now, I got... You know what? I didn't even turn this on over here, man. What is wrong with me today? Okay, let's see here. I got the liberal news over here, and then I got the conservative news up there. Right now, first, he's saying the first polls closes at 7. Right now, Kentucky looks like Trump is leading, and Harris is like behind in Kentucky. I mean, go figure, it's a southern state. But the first polls actually close in 1 hour at 7 o'clock. So, right now, looks like, the way they put in projected numbers is like back and forth or whatnot. So, yeah. Yes, sir. 914 show live. Sorry for the mess in the room. It's going to be a little bit more messier and stuff because and whatnot. So check this out. Make sure you are tuned in right now, man. Share this link because we're going to have some fun tonight. We got some special guests tuning in. That's going to, turn some heads, and some other people going to be like, whoa, what the heck is going on, man? Like, I can't believe you're down with this. So, why has this thing got closed caption on? Oh, my goodness. Hey, everybody, make sure you share the link right here. I am on live right now. Right now. So, let's get it popping. Who's going to give me a call first? Who's going to be the first caller? Hold on a second here. Kick rocks. So give us a call right here if you want to join us. Hey. I'm about to call Kayyce right now. What is going on with here, man? Wait for him. Oh boy. So, tomorrow, we're going to see who's going to be running the country for the next 4 years, man. So, we definitely want to be prepared. I mean, if it's not what you want, did you vote? Because if you didn't vote, you ain't got nothing to say. Smoov Daddy be up here in just a minute. I should like bring on my boy Black be flowing. Black, where you at, man? Because Black be having some like intellectual conversations about this stuff, man. We got like some definitely important things, important topics to talk about tonight. I can't wait, man. You know, people are never on time. I'm gonna have to call Kayyce right now on blast, man. Got me up here looking all crazy. People like, yo, man, evil. Yeah, what's going on? Another thing I wanted to bring up here, that we're gonna definitely get into a huge topic tonight is about what's going on in the Middle East. What president is gonna take care of that stuff because that stuff is definitely getting out of hand right about now. And I noticed the background music stopped because my laptop over there died. Okay, so in Kentucky right now, it looks like Trump is leading. I'm looking at the numbers right now: 64% versus Kamala's 34%. Those polls officially close at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, so that state carries 8 electoral votes. So in that situation, uh, what's going to happen? And yes, it's because I'm living in Canada. I'm an American citizen. I did vote early. Who I voted for? None of your damn business. Some people are like, well, I know who you voted for already. No, you don't. But the short answer is I wrote my name in DJ 914. You want to discuss something? Phone lines are open right now. Let's see what Kayyce says. You. I had a whole script up here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Check 1, 2. Kayyce, what up, though?
What up?
What's crackalating?
Nothing. Just trying to figure this stuff out. Oh, you disappeared. What the heck? What the heck? What's going on? Can you see me?
Hello?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what happened. It crashed. What's going on, man? You good?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
I probably need to close some of these applications because I got this new gaming computer, man, and I've been just catching hell with it, man. Like,
Wow.
it ain't supposed to crash like it do, man. I'm looking like, man, I paid top dollar for this thing, and it's like on some dumbness.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this stuff all situated and stuff. Cause I'm setting it up next to my, while I be recording and stuff. So I can have it I'm not just holding the phone and stuff. I want
Oh
my
yeah,
stuff.
man, I feel you on that, man. That's why I'm using my one of my mini cameras I got, and then I'm in my studio slash workplace slash son's room when he's over slash study room slash a whole bunch of other rooms and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So I've been, I don't know, man. Like, wait,
It's,
they supposed to be walking up any minute. Now I had to
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. David there, so
yeah, he should be walking up any minute here. I'm trying to play around with the volume so I can hear
uh,
without
yeah,
catching any
people,
feedback or anything.
yeah, yeah. I just needed to. I'm not. It's crazy. The one time I need light, probably need a little more lighting, and oh, that's good. That's good. I was just like, I have, at my dad's house, we've been cleaning out and stuff. It's
Oh
a
yeah, man.
million
Yeah,
lights
sorry
here.
for your
I ain't
loss,
take.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, man, that's the most craziest thing. You learned a lot from that stuff.
Yeah, my uncle, who's actually American, but he lived in Vancouver majority of his life, and my cousin hit me up was like, "Oh yeah, your uncle's gone, my dad," and the stuff that they had to go through cleaning up. I was like, "Oh snap, really?" So,
Wow. Yeah, my dad. Yeah, well, this is my biological father. I don't know, like he was okay, but then he was messing with this old young chick, and she was bringing him. He's 77, 78 years old, and every day she bringing him Wendy's and takeout every day. And next thing you know, he wound up having heart failure and stuff.
yeah, man. See, that's why technically I'm supposed to be wearing my heart monitor right now. I'm supposed to be wearing it for 14 days, but I ain't put it back on because I'm left in charging it. But yeah, I had to slow down on all that fast food. Like, I haven't
Yeah,
drunk beer in a year. I just started back drinking beer, and
yeah,
I cut off beer for a whole year and no, hardly no sugar, no bread, no rice, uh,
damn.
yeah, no potatoes, like none of
I
that for a while, man. Like
I'd be
lost weight.
struggling, bro. I'd be struggling. We just with my father, he just because he had that problem before, and then he gained a lot of weight and everything. And he messed with a little young chick. Well, not young. She young. She our age, but him that's young. But
Yeah,
what I'm saying. And she was taking all. He was out here spending money on her. That's the thing we've been. I didn't had to do was get all his affairs in order because he didn't have none of his affairs in order at all. House, none of that. We've been doing. People just don't understand how much stuff when you don't have your stuff, how much of a burden you put on your kids.
yep. That
They
was
don't.
I used to. The weird thing, I used to sell cemetery plots years and years ago, and it was pre-need where we sell it ahead of time. And what
Yeah.
happened was we used to put that in our sales pitch, like, why leave that burden on your family and friends? You know, why don't you take care of it now where it's cheaper and your salesman
Oh,
make more commission? Why you say that
bro.
part, but
The people don't realize how much of a burden it is until you actually got to pay for stuff. When you get hit with them bills, when you get hit with when you hit with a funeral, paying for a funeral, paying for a coffin, paying for burial or cremation, and paying for it. Now you gotta pay for a lawyer to close all the accounts. If they own a house, bruh, my father had a double mortgage on his house. Bruh, like I said, he had a little girlfriend. She took 20,000 out of insurance, and we found out she took one of his credit cards and was still swiping it right. And he passed away. The day after he passed, she collected on her insurance. Like he had her named as one of the
Beneficiaries.
beneficiaries. So she got 20,000. So she called my other sister, my other sister's mom, and was like, I ain't paying for nothing. This 20,000 is just for me. You know what I'm saying? This supposed to be your whatever he was to you, your boyfriend or whatever. You ain't even want to pay nothing.
Here comes Dave. He's ringing my ring doorbell.
Yeah, so she just tipped on him and stuff. So left us to having to pay several stuff. Luckily, we got somebody to pay everything. But now we got to sell it. We got to pay. We sell his house. We still cleaning out this house.
Oh, word.
Yeah, if y'all, if you know somebody that you gonna have we had an estate sale. We're gonna probably have another one this weekend. If you
Okay.
know somebody looking for some stuff, we got everything in there.
What up, son?
What up, though? We got Smoov Daddy in the house. I gotta hope that chair won't break on you.
I ain't that fat, man. Come on, man. Don't act up.
Oh, Smoov Daddy right there. We could actually pull the microphone right there.
That's all right.
I had to figure something out because I'm I couldn't find my other mic and stuff. Move out the way.
No, it's all good, man. They don't need to see me. They just need to hear me.
Oh.
Are we live?
Yeah, we live right
All
now, man.
right, that's what's up.
We got Kayyce clothes right here. Smoov Daddy in the house.
Yo, man. Hey, what up, Kayyce? That's what's up.
What up,
Man, my phone was messed up, bro, so I had to get on public transit and come out here. Shit, no shame in my game.
Hey, no problem. Shoot, around here, everybody you'd be tripping out how many people rushing in and out. The streets are clear.
Listen, man, I was just listening to some live shit when I was coming over here, and Donald Trump is already saying that in Philadelphia and Detroit that law enforcement have been called out, and there's no evidence of that. He's the only person saying that.
Yeah, there's nobody doing nothing in Detroit. It's quiet. Most people have already voted.
Well, that's what's up. Like it's already what?
Yeah, a lot of people already voted. I did mine. I did absentee voting because I thought we'd be working. So I already had myself. I voted a while ago.
See, they almost, because when I went in there, one place, they almost was questioning me, okay, why are you coming in here? I'm like, well, I don't live in this country. I live in Canada. It was like, well, you got a mirror. I'm like, I showed them my passport, and I showed them my passport card because I don't have a passport book, and it was they were all looking like, what is this? I'm like, it's a passport. And then they found my name at my American address, and then they just let me vote and cash my vote and bounce. It was in Palmer Park, actually.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I had to take my oldest in to vote and stuff, and that was a wrestling and stuff. It was packed up there, and this is at
this guy got beer.
Like 11, 12 o'clock, and this was yesterday.
Say what?
I only brought one, so I didn't get all sloppy. Figure you might have some homies.
Oh, actually, I got some moonshine.
No, I ain't fuck with that.
Kayyce don't do moonshine. He don't do alcohol at all.
No. My family used to do moonshine to the police.
Did I just say I made moonshine live where everybody could hear that?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, you in Canada. But anyways, listen. Something else. Okay, what are we talking about right now?
Well, we were just
warming up.
Yeah, pretty much warming up, and I was explaining.
Because I was just like I said, I've been listening to stuff on the way over here, and I was listening to Fat Joe and his response to that floating island of garbage comment. And I know in the syllabus or what you would put forward to us of what we're going to talk about was the interaction of hip hop and politics politics' effect on hip hop and whatnot. And I think this is a key point. Dude disrespected a whole nationality, not just like I don't know. Okay, nationality. Okay, nationality Americans.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans are Americans.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Hispanics and Latinos that come over legally or what have you are Americans.
Yep.
So this motherfucker just shit on Americans.
Yeah.
Donald Trump shit on Detroit. He shits on Milwaukee. He shits on
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Why is that? You think?
Why? You said why? Because he don't respect he doesn't. The thing is with that is that Trump and his base, he knows his base, and he knows who he's talking to and who's not. If you look at his first run, he targeted, and he's really smart with this. He targeted a base that wasn't targeted by Republicans before, and that was lower class white people. And the racists and stuff. If you look, and I know people cry, and I've had plenty of people yell at me or try to argue me down about, oh, he's not racist, he's not this, blah, blah, blah. No, he used them. He used them for their votes. And it's plain to see, but a lot of people are so blind to it because there's so much, and I get it, because there's so much hate for the establishment, is that they push that to the side because, Trump he says what people want to hear. He like that, what's that old song, like, let me tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, right.
He tell you what he said. He says he has enough. He says what they want to say. Like a racist knows that they can't say it because they don't want to get canceled. But he'll say it because he knows he's bigger than them. So he's not worried about it. So he get that support. So a lot of these people out here, and I hate to say it, but a lot of these people are closeted racist because he's saying what they feel. And then on the other side, it's some people that hate the establishment so much that they just go behind what he says because he's saying what he also says what they feel. So, the problem isn't a Trump. The problem is our society. Honest with you. It's a society. It's not. Society created Trump. Society created Joe Biden. Society created these politicians because, like with Nito know, when you support your local politicians, the politicians that you think are doing the work, yeah, you would know too, Smoov. You can put people in a position that you got faith that you know they're gonna do good. But when you start going up the ladder, now you got corporations and donors, or a special interest and everything. And so and Trump is he's a symptom of that. You let a disease fester. You let infection fester, it becomes a disease. Trump is that disease that you let that infection fester.
Well, and the thing is, like, I think we can all agree that politics is basically two sides of the same coin.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So when it comes to since I've been paying attention, since I went to college in Chicago in 91, 92 area. All right, so that was when Bill Clinton was starting to come in. All right, so Bill Clinton was charismatic, right? And then he did about 8 years, and then Bush came in, and Bush was stupid but charismatic. He had charisma, you know what I mean? So then after Bush came Obama. So what I think people saw was the brightest, smartest, blackest, like not the blackest man, but the smartest, brightest, most eloquent version of a black man that they're used to.
Yeah.
And they hated that so much that they can contrast that, like I said, the ebb and flow of politics. They can contrast what they thought was the pinnacle of blackness in their minds with the worst version of whiteness. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And and now it's kind of like the ebb and flow. It has to stop, and I think it stops with Kamala.
Yeah, you know what? The thing I'll say to add on to what you were saying is, like, as far as Barack Obama, I think it wasn't fair to black people to think that he was about to change everything.
Yeah, everybody thought Obama. I remember when I was at the University of Windsor doing my radio show on C.I.A, and all the university Toronto black girls were like, "Oh my God, they're crazy! It's about to be beautiful, and I'm like,
You're
what?
not gonna change. Yeah, he's not. I mean, if
No.
unfair, and Trump. I mean, I want to say Trump, but in Obama in his last speech that he's kind of repeated a couple of times we were talking about. But what he said was he admitted that he didn't fix everything and he couldn't fix everything, and you gotta be realistic about it. And he doesn't. And the thing I respect about Obama, Barack, is that he takes the criticism. So when you say like you didn't do this, he'll sit there and say he sat there, he stood up on that stage and admitted like I didn't do this, I didn't do this. You know what he said? He said I couldn't. But like I said, as far as black people, we are monolithic. I know people have been hearing monolithic and they don't know what monolithic means. It means we all don't think the same. The thing is, like you can't put it on one person. The same thing when I say is put it on Kamala. You can't put it all on her. Like the world is about to change. She's a progression. That's what that is. And I think the world it needs a progression. You got 46 presidents, 46 men, and you still complaining. So it's time. It's time for a change. It's time for a change now. If you think that she's gonna follow the same policies as Joe Biden, we'll see. But a lot of the complaints and criticisms about her, I can't take because her power as a vice president is very limited. So
She's like the deciding vote.
Yeah, she's a deciding vote on a few things, but then she doesn't have executive power. Right. So a lot of stuff that she does can get overridden, or all she can do is make a suggestion. She can just say, "Look, Joe, blah blah blah." Joe can just say, "Oh, okay, that sounds good, but I'm doing this." A lot of people don't understand that.
Exactly.
On the other hand, like you understand the power of a Donald Trump. Donald Trump stops. He's not even a politician. This is the thing I think people need to understand. He's not even a politician, but he has power in the government. Like he stopped a lot of things, like that border bill. He stopped that, and he admitted it. But people blew it. They blew it off like, "Oh, he can't." No, he stopped it. He made a phone call. He took Mike Johnson, went down to Mar-a-Lago, and presented him. Mike Johnson wanted to sign that bill, that border bill that everybody complained about. He wanted to sign that, but he got threatened like, "You sign that, you lose my support." And now a lot of these Republicans are weak because they don't want to lose that support. They scared of Trump's base because they don't want to get voted out. It's not all about job security. That's what a lot of these Republicans are doing. You got job security, then that's why the nuts come up, and that's why you hear people who had some semblance of integrity throw it away. You have a Nancy May, I can't say Lauren Brover because she's a clown. A Nikki Haley.
You be low-key roasting people, man.
Yeah.
They don't rap battle, man.
That wasn't even low-key.
No, I don't care. None of them. I don't care. I roast them and roast whoever supports them. Tim Scott. Even Tim Scott, even though he's much of an Uncle Tom clown, at one point he had some integrity. Now somebody like Byron Donalds, he just a sellout to his heart. But these people at one point had some sort of integrity when they came in office, but they sold it out. But and that's why I like Nikki Haley. I think if she had won a Republican nomination, this election would be something. Kamala would be in a lot of trouble right now because Nikki Haley's not extreme, and she's intelligent and she knows what she's doing, which is what she showed by selling out. Because she kissed the ring. That's why she's not respectable. So I think her political career is like it's gonna be, you're not gonna see it. A few of these people, if Trump doesn't win, you're about to see a lot of politicians disappear. And you're gonna see, and I'm predicting this, you're gonna see a lot of politicians throw him under the bus. You're gonna hear a bunch of this. I didn't support him anyway.
Well, they're gonna have to.
It's gonna be a bunch of that.
They're gonna have to because he has no future. If he loses today, this week, he has no future.
No, he can't run again. He can't. He'll be 80.
He'll be 80 old.
82.
He can barely walk down the ramp now.
Yeah, he can't.
I mean, Biden can't even walk without falling.
Well, that's why he got.
That's why you got
Biden riding that bike, he fell down the Air Force One stairs.
Hey, well, once again, that's basically you blame. We need to start blaming ourselves, and I think society needs to start taking accountability. You can't. Everybody get mad at Joe Biden. Who voted Joe? Who? Everybody voted for him. How he get in that position? That's society. You put these people in position to be elected for these positions. That's what society. People got to start realizing that these politicians work for us. We don't work for them. Stop turning these people into gods and pariahs and stuff. They are servants of this society. That's what you need. That's what people need to start thinking about. And start pushing that on these employees. If you ain't gonna put your foot on their neck, then why are they gonna respect you? That's why Trump can say, "Oh well, he can have people on at his rally saying Puerto Rico is an island of garbage." And he can say, the guy can crack a joke about being with his black friend and carving watermelon.
And this is the thing, because
stuff like that.
Everything that was put on the telestrator or the teleprompter at that MSG rally was edited by his people.
And it proved,
because they took out a joke about him calling Kamala the C word.
Yes.
All right. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. So they took that out, but they had no problem with the Puerto Rico joke. They had no problem with the watermelon joke.
Nope.
They had no problem with open arms joke. They had no problem with none of that. You know what I mean? But just don't use the C word. So I wonder if it was a female vetting that the jokes or not. But they definitely didn't give a fuck about Puerto Ricans, black folks, or anybody that's trying to find asylum in North America or in the United States. And Donald Trump, I honestly don't think he knows the difference between seeking asylum and an insane asylum. I don't think he knows the difference between being on probation, a probationary period as an immigrant or a migrant in the United States versus being on probation from jail or prison.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Both of them fools, him and J.D. Vance, are married to immigrants.
Facts.
They got kids with immigrants. So that lets you know what their mindset. Like, these people they contradict everything that they say. It doesn't make any sense. J.D. Vance is married to an Indian woman. He got kids with her. And then,
the thing is, he doesn't even call them his kids. He calls them her kids.
Exactly. So what type of man? Why would you support that? Or Donald Trump? Like, he's married. Like, both his wives weren't white. So let's keep it 100. Let's be real about that. And he's also known to hire illegal immigrants to work at Mar-a-Lago and many of his construction. All this stuff is fact. It's not all this stupid fake news crap. It's facts. You can go look for it yourself. I got somebody. I hope they jump in on this, because I argue with them every day about this stuff. And this fool was trying to tell me that even Donald Trump made up the phrase fake news, which is false.
I think I know who you're talking about. He will.
Well, he can come on.
I think he's coming on at 7. I think I got him scheduled.
None of these people don't want the smoke. I got me and Smoov. We got ammunition for them all day. They don't want this. They get this smoke all day. They don't want this, because I come with facts, and all my stuff is not gonna be on some black site website with you. If you go in there, you gonna get all this. You're going to get porn, and you're going to get all this stuff on your website. It's not going to be a Rumble.
Right now, I'm looking at numbers in Indiana. Trump is ahead by 53,000 votes at 58%, and Kamala's trailing at 40.
Indiana's been red.
That's not Indiana's red as fuck. That's not a surprise.
Of course, you know Kentucky, Trump, because I mean,
I went to school in Chicago in college, and Indiana. We were told to stay the fuck out of Indiana.
Yeah, and they were.
I had to run in with a couple of people from Indiana, but it was in winter, and it was at one of the famous bars, Johnny Famous bars, and and they were like, "Hey, what are you guys doing over?" I'm like, "Bro, what are you talking about? Like, you are far away from home, man, and can't be like that, man."
Well, you what states to worry about anyway, because you know what ones that he didn't visit. So that tells you enough right there.
Well, the thing is, dude was visiting states that he had no business visiting.
But he's not gonna pick up those type of he's not gonna pick up those votes. And you already saw that they were protesting in Georgia, trying to say that the votes was being illegally tallied. And then you had a Trump supporter in I can't remember the state that burnt votes. That was
I believe that was in Pennsylvania. It was a Trump supporter voters burning the ballot boxes.
See, these people are crazy because they said like, and that's something that now you go back to the MAGA movement and Trump movement.
So this is the question I've been hearing. I've been watching a whole bunch of YouTube podcasts and everything, and I like a little controversy and drama. You think if she wins, it will be a civil war tomorrow or some type of outlaw?
No, not tomorrow. It won't happen until January.
No, I don't think. To be honest with you, I don't think anything is gonna happen like that. If she wins, there's gonna be a lot of talk. I don't think because one, who wants to go to jail, and that's what happened.
They saw what happened last time.
Yeah, we saw what happened last time. They weren't ready for it. This time, people gonna be prepared for it, and this time you got somebody that's not gonna play. Like, do you honestly? And this is what I want everybody to think about. Do you think if Kamala is in charge, you think that she's gonna allow this stuff to happen? It's not gonna happen. You gonna see military out there. You gonna see people getting really arrested. Because now
well, that's the thing. They're gonna have defenses up early this time.
Yeah, they're gonna have it up like that.
But you don't know when do they call the election though. Like they can start calling certain news outlets will start calling the election tonight.
Yeah, well, Fox News don't. They got in trouble for doing that last time. But
Trump started announcing it last time. He stood up there and said he won before it even was called.
Yeah,
and he's starting to do it now. He's already starting to claim election fraud. He's already starting to say that in Detroit and Philadelphia, there's law authorities on point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's sowing the seeds. He's setting the tone. But I don't think his followers are as passionate as they were last time.
I'm hearing rumors that schools are closed tomorrow. Kayyce?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had my son. Okay, sorry.
What you got him doing homework, like writing bars or something?
No. It's some other stuff.
Kayyce up there training this kid already and start writing bars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it true that the schools are closing over there tomorrow?
No, they closed today. They were closed today for voting, but I don't know about tomorrow. I know for today.
Election day should be a holiday. Election day, nobody should have to go to work with police and doctors.
Yeah, they should have did that years ago. I'm glad they did it now because, like I said, I've seen a lot of people out early voting and stuff, and I'm glad that a lot of people is involved in the voting. It's just my thing is, and I'm pretty sure we'll all say this. I don't tell people who to vote for. I just say go for the policies that you like. That's going to affect your life. That's what my thing is. Go for the policies that is going to affect your bottom line.
Well, this is it. I can't wait to find out a Trump supporter. I know there's a couple of Trump supporters coming on today, at least one. But I want to know what policy, not only what policy has he presented, there's not just a concept, but also what did he achieve? What did he achieve in the 4 years did he have the office?
None.
4 years he stood behind that seal. What did he get accomplished?
He literally signed, I think, 5 bills his whole time in office. Like, people, I hate when people, don't act. Like, I got hit with, somebody hit me with this post. If it was a height, it would have been 8 feet. It was a novel of all the stuff that supposedly people,
Oh my goodness, we got Ronaldo, Councilman Ronaldo Windsor, Ontario. What's going on, sir? How you doing?
DJ Needle in the house.
What's going on, sir?
Well, another day in the life as a city councilor.
You doing big things, man. We all rooting for you, man, because you came in, got city council, you hit the floor running, and you making a lot of things pop off for Windsor, man.
Still trying, buddy.
You ain't trying, you're doing.
Thank you.
Hey, and I already called it. You the next mayor of Windsor. So, even though you're in Canada, you're technically a politician, which you are a politician, a good one. What is your take on this election in the United States going on today?
Oh man, it's I hate to see the division. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where I feel like a two-party system
Right?
really sets you up for this divisiveness. Where at least here, in Canada, we're like I think we're up to 4 or 5 parties now. So there's always a little bit less noise. There's always a little bit less division um, because we have a few more candidates added into the mix.
Right.
And I think that if America had a third party, maybe even a fourth party.
Well, actually, there are other people running for president. Under the Libertarian, U.S. taxpayer, Green, Natural Law, no affiliate with two no affiliations, but they're not really
Yeah, they're
out
not
there.
in it. They don't get the attention. And
Exactly.
and maybe it's planned that way because it's easier with the media when the media gets more clicks when there's a one-on-one fight, right?
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
you're right. You're right. I mean, it's if how it is in Canada, you guys know what the liberal and
We got the New Democratic Party, the Liberals and the Conservatives. We also have a Green Party,
yeah.
and there's a bunch of French parties, but
Yeah,
only
the
three
Bloc
matter. But only
Quebecois.
two. It's like it might as well be a two-party system.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. 'Cause on the American side, I know because I know the candidates you probably aside from Kamala and Trump, you still have what Jill Stein, Cornel West. I can't remember the other guy.
Oh, it's
Last president, Oliver, Chase
Chase,
Oliver.
Oliver,
Yeah,
Randall, and
yeah,
Robert Kennedy is still on there on the ballot,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Joseph
yeah,
Carroll.
Well, that's the
yeah.
thing. Bobby Kennedy came off of some ballots. That really
Yeah, he couldn't.
sways
It was too late for him to
Trump's
come up for
favor.
the rest of the ballot. He couldn't come off the rest of the ballot. So if people vote for him, that's something that that's a counter against the party that the person that he supported. So that was really smart of him.
Right. So, Ronaldo, I got a question.
Yeah.
So, if one of these people becomes president, I mean, are you going to reach out to them and see what some type of collaboration with the U.S. and
I don't,
Windsor?
I don't think I don't think they would answer me to be honest with you, but I would I would certainly reach out to either of them, whoever won, if I could do business with them, right? If there was business to be done and something that I needed, and I think I'd get a response. Absolutely, like I
Well,
don't have like a favorite. I would love to see Kamala get in, just because sometimes new blood is the best blood, right?
Right.
And when you got someone in there who's brand new, it's somebody who wants a chance. You know what I mean? She deserves a shot, and she's made it this far, and I'd love to see what she could do. Right? I already know what Donald Trump's gonna do. Right?
yeah,
He's
that's
taking
the same old
everyone's gonna
story.
make a little bit more money. CNN's gonna love it. Fox News is gonna love it. Everybody's gonna be, oh yeah. He's gonna say his dumb stuff, and you
Yeah,
know,
Well,
everyone's gonna try and pacify him and just can't wait for the 4 years to be over. But
yeah,
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 is he gonna pull off a few things? Might he bring peace to the Middle East? Might he bring, tensions, some world tensions down? Sure. Is he gonna say dumb stuff? Yes. Do people want him to say dumb stuff? Yes, they do want to hear some dumb stuff. But like politics shouldn't be your WWE, right? That's what the WWE is for,
right.
right? You want to
yeah,
see dumb stuff? Watch wrestling. We love it,
yeah,
right?
Well,
But politics needs to be politics, and I'd love to see her get a chance to show what she can do. Like to see, like to progress, right?
Right.
okay, I have a question for you, counselor. All right, given the fact I'm over here, you can't see me, but given the fact that Windsor is a manufacturing city, Detroit's a manufacturing city, we know this. All right, both auto capitals of our respective countries. Now, if Donald Trump wins and imposes those tariffs, the same as he did before with the aluminum and steel, how do you think that's going to affect our economy, our manufacturing jobs, and what have you?
Well, you're going to see the same thing happen again. You're going to see this volleyball game of he's going to put on a tariff because he's going to want something better for his country. We're going to put on a tariff, whether it be for lumber or something else, where it's going to basically have the same result
And
to your economy. And then everyone's just going to meet in the middle and say, okay, let's figure this out. But in that time period wasted, what else could we have done?
exactly.
Right?
Because being from the construction fields, like I saw what happened when those tariffs went into effect and the long term effect that it had on lumber, aluminum, and just construction. I know COVID had something to do with that, and the Suez Canal had something to do with that. There's a lot of things that happened in 19 and 20 that nobody could have predicted. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, because apparently they had some kind of plan that they passed off to Trump that he threw away. But
Yeah.
that the policy that he put in for the tariffs on the aluminum and steel, it barely lasted a few months, and they had to cancel it. Right? Isn't that true?
I forget how it went down, but I think what happened was we did the lumber stuff over here, and then everybody was shaking hands again, saying, "Oh, we're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry." Right? Like we can't have this tit for tat.
Well, and that seems to be what Trump is going for, like that tit for tat. Whereas Kamala wants to bring everybody into her cabinet, bring everybody into under one roof. You know, even though we don't agree, let's talk about how we can see in the middle.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And I think she represents more of the middle than he does.
Yeah.
But I think people are also frustrated. You know what I mean? People are frustrated because he knows how to tap into that to the well of were you better off 4 years ago than you are today?
Yeah.
Right? When you hear him say those words, you automatically think you can't blame either of them in a sense for certain things, but politics is all about finding a wedge, right? It's all about finding a wedge where it's between me versus somebody else, and I would have done things this way, or she would have done things that way, right? And that's what it comes down to. It's that wedge, and he's very good at using it,
Yep.
right? He's a master at dividing people, a
Yes, he
master
is.
at it.
And
Yeah. He did.
his followers are masters at not looking for other options.
Yeah,
It's like
Well,
they believe him over the gospel.
yeah,
yeah.
and it's
Well,
it's 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 gotten to a point where it's growing, right? And listen, I don't know how it's going to end up. I don't believe any polls anymore, right?
no.
But when I see that it's 50-50, I'm like, oh,
Like, how could it
Scary.
be? I would love to be on a fly. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in a MAGA room and see what they're seeing. Like, I don't. Like, I've seen. I shared with these guys today. I shared some of Kamala's mess ups and her word salads and that.
Yeah.
So everybody has those flaws, but I
Yeah.
don't see what he's done or accomplished that his supporters are still so behind. Like, so they're rabid about it. Like, they're just ravenous about their support for him.
well, because he taps into in politics, and I see it even over here in my politics. Once you tap into the angry people,
Mm.
right? You find the emotion, right? And if it bleeds, it leads, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
If
facts.
it's easier, there's more angry people than there are out there than there are happy people. And if you
Yeah.
tap into those angry people, it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you continue to foster that anger,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's the
That's
thing. It goes into the old adage, marketing
yeah,
adage.
you're gonna resonate with that crowd.
If you have a good experience at some place, you tell one of your friends. If you have a bad experience at some place, you tell 10 of
Everybody.
your friends, everybody. You know what I
Everybody.
mean? So it's almost like you were saying, counselor, like people feed into that anger and that deep rooted, I don't know what you would say. Like, it's
I,
just pure anger.
yeah.
Go ahead,
Because
You know
Kay.
what?
people
I
are
think.
people are angry.
Yeah.
People are angry.
People
Yeah.
are
And
And
and,
you.
and
getting
in so many
highly
ways it's
upset.
the media that does it,
Yeah.
right?
And I
And that's one
agree.
thing that he's not wrong on, right? He's
Yeah.
not wrong on the media aspect of it all because they see that advantage by saying, I could tap into this. And I'm going to get more clicks and I'm going to get more views and I'm going to get more, we're going to get more followers and we're going to pick a side and it doesn't matter what side we pick. We're just going to pick a side and we're going to go in hard on that side, right? Politics can't be sports, man. And that's what's happening. At least at the end of sports, everyone goes in the middle there and shakes hands and says, we'll see you next year, right?
Right?
But now politics has become sports, except there's no prize, there's no cup, there's no championship, right? And that's what we're seeing here.
I totally agree. I see it because I noticed that society is everybody. We are a society that likes to see the car wreck. They like to see that stuff is attractive. You know, more negative is it's easier. Like you watching a movie, they say it's easier to be evil than it is good because good is the work. Good you got to work. Evil you can be evil so easily. And a lot of people just love it, and they want to see that car wreck. They want to see people hurt. That's what you see. You see a car wreck on the street. You see somebody a shooting. People will go stand there and watch it and be enthralled by it. Versus somebody celebrating doing something good. You say like you post online, for example, hey, my son got good grades, or I just graduated, or I just got a new job. You'll be like, yeah, whatever. But you put somebody getting killed online and stuff, it'll get 1,000,000 views and stuff because people just love that chaos and stuff that he kind of represents.
That's
He
right.
tapped into it a lot, and that's why he says what he says. Because a lot of the stuff, I think he says it on purpose because he knows that okay, if I say this, I know I'm about to be on every station. Versus Kamala, she'll say something here and there, and you'll never like. They just had an issue with her being on Fox. About airtime, and the thing was they said something about her being on Saturday Night Live, and I guess the FCC rules say you have to match time as far as political time or whatever. So everybody looking at Fox News because Fox News doesn't cover Kamala at all.
Yeah.
So it's like why didn't she get time? But they were all on Fox 5 just yesterday saying, well, how come Donald not getting all this coverage on Saturday Night Live, or why he not getting this time? So they had to give him an extra 3 minutes to say something on air because of the time that Kamala got. But then it turns around and come to show that Fox News hasn't done anything. They haven't featured anything. Every time she goes online, they'll show a little bit, or they'll edit what she says, and they'll cut back to something criticizing her. So I agree. The media has a lot to do with this.
So quick update. Hold
And
on.
there's money too. And there's money, right? And
Yeah,
then there's money.
I'm
Because
gonna do
you
a quick
that's
know
money.
update
that
real quick.
Elon Musk's of the world, the Joe Rogans,
Woo,
and I'm not
yeah,
picking on the Trump side, but you know that
yeah,
there's money,
Yo,
right?
quick
yeah.
update. I want to give a quick update. It just looks like that Trump took Kentucky and Kamala just got Vermont.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, so he has 8 electoral and she has 3.
Well, you know what's going to happen is it's the same thing that happens every year. People go to sleep on the East Coast thinking their candidate is ahead, but Washington, Colorado, and California are all blue. So when
Yeah,
people go to bed on the East Coast and then wake up with this blue wave that they think was a fraud, you know what I mean? The only thing
yeah,
on the West Coast is debatable is Nevada, Arizona,
yeah.
and Arizona might be the only swing state out there. If she gets Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, it's a wrap.
It's over. It's over. Yeah,
You know she has New York.
yeah,
Florida's a toss up, but I don't think Georgia. Georgia's a toss up. You
yeah,
know what I mean? But if she has a blue wave over here up in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, it's a wrap.
yeah. It's a wrap.
Yep,
Is,
yep.
is the
Yeah,
counselor gone?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
yeah,
Or
Sorry.
yeah. It's
but
over.
speaking of which, like as far as rap goes, like we're all 3 hip hop artists. We got the counselor on board and whatnot.
Which he supported winter hip hop from day one, even before, from Music Cafe days, even the Boom Boom Room. I mean,
Actually, counselor, you might know my father. My dad was a city councilor, Ron Jones, for a
I
while.
know Ron very well. He would
That's
hang
my
out at the
dad.
boxing gym every now and then.
That's my dad.
Nice.
yes, sir.
Nice.
But yeah, no. As far as like, I believe we were supposed to start talking about hip hop and its effect on politics and vice versa, like politics on hip hop. So if you don't mind me weighing into this, conversation about hip hop and politics. Let me move over here because I am here. I am here. But my phone was acting up, so I had to come over to Needle's house to be a part of this.
And I had to make a makeshift thing here, like it was like 19 minutes. Like, oh my gosh, and like I had it all mapped out. I got off at work at 5 because I work from home, and then I was like, let me just do everything. He's like, man, my stuff ain't
Well,
working. So I
listen,
had to
guys, I gotta jump on another call in a minute.
All right, Counselor, thank you very much for your time.
oh yeah, thanks, Ronaldo, man.
Yeah,
No problem, guys.
Hey, you want to plug anything you got coming up in Windsor real soon?
No, you guys just keep doing what you're doing. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. God bless and enjoy the show tonight.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, Counselor, thank
All right,
you.
guys.
So, anyways, hip hop and politics.
That's it.
What are your thoughts, Kayyce?
Hip hop and politics. Yeah. Well,
That's where hip hop started. Was based on politics. Like even Grandmaster Flash, their first track was basically about politics, life in the streets. Like, don't push me because I'm close to the edge, baby. Like they was talking politics.
I think a lot of people forgot. Well, as far as like hip hop basically was a thing that was going on in the hood. It was going on within the streets. We know we are. I mean, that's the common thing, and they would say hip hop basically was like the repeats what's going on in the street. So when people were starting to be conscious, that was coming through in the music. But as hip hop got more commercial and stuff, that kind of phased out because a lot of people didn't want it. That wasn't sell. They wanted to sell more, so a lot of people had to tone down what they were saying because it wasn't. They're like, I don't want to dance to this and the club. But actually, what we all can say because we're older, we know that guys were making conscious music that people were still dancing to.
Yeah,
I can play some old records.
Whether it was MC Light or Tribe Called Quest or Arrested Development or
Queen Latifah.
yeah, like you could dance to that. You can have a party to their tracks. Money Love over here in Canada.
Ooh, back with that Money Love.
I told you about it.
Cookie Crew.
I'm saying.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Fight the Public Enemy, fight the public. That ain't no good. You can play that in the club. If
You can. It might get rowdy. It might get rowdy.
You can't trust us.
And you know what I mean? But this is the shit that we grew up on. Listen, I claim to be the oldest hip hopper in Windsor. You know what I mean? I just turned 52 on Sunday, and I'm old as fuck. So, but I grew up on X-Clan and Public Enemy and Queen Latifah and Tribe Called Quest and anybody that was speaking knowledge and facts and blackness back in the 80s and early 90s when people were wearing medallions and not gold chains. You know what I mean? It was a back to Africa movement. Not that anybody was ready to go back to Africa. Africans don't even want us over there. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, there was a push on blackness. And then, 93? What was it? The record labels signed up with the prison system. And now all of a sudden, nobody can get signed unless you're talking about that garbage bullshit hip-hop.
Shit hop.
Shit hop.
Shit hop, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, and then they wanted microwavable artists that could come in and boom, make the whatever, the clicks and make the fast money. And because if you notice, when hip hop was really into that, like, there's a lot of people that were going to black colleges and stuff at one point, and it was a lot of stuff that was, people were, you were pushing intelligence, you were pushing to being smart, and that's what it was. Now it's more about being flashy, about jewelry, and that's, that it is what it is. But once again, we got to start, the society itself got to start taking accountability. Because if you don't want that, we used to say this back in the day when I used to hear girls dancing to club music and be like, where them hoes with the hoes in this house type stuff. There's some hoes in this house, and then there'd be girls be like, don't be calling me that. I'm like, but you dancing to it.
Yeah.
So,
and you dress like it.
Yeah, you dress like, and if you don't want nobody, and I always used to say, I was like, if you don't want nobody calling you that, then don't dance to it, don't support it. But they still support it, so they're gonna make it because it's what's making money. Like Jay-Z said it right. He said, I started robbing like common sense, but he sold 5 mil and they did common, whatever, common sense or whatnot. I know I said it wrong, but but you get what I'm saying. It's like that's what it's said. And as far as the influence of politics in it, uh, some artists aren't even we don't even have artist development anymore. So a lot of these guys are straight up off the street. They don't know what they're talking about. So when they might tell you that they don't know what I saw Sexy Red, and I hate calling her out because she actually switched when she got some knowledge and stuff. She wanted to switch their vote. She was Trump this, Trump that. Trump was giving out stimulus checks.
Who is this? You said your sister?
No, he's a Sexy Red.
Yeah, Sexy Red.
Oh God.
Yeah, she said that Trump was giving out stimulus checks. He's giving out money. So we riding with Trump, not knowing that
Biden and Obama both.
Yeah, it was Congress that did the stimulus checks, not Obama, not Trump. It was Congress that did that.
Right, but he had to make sure his name was signed on it. He had to sign the. He had to get his
he made people wait.
signature.
He made people wait. If you got, I threw away the check, but I got one of them doggone checks that had his name signed on it because he made people wait because he wanted them to have his name signed on because he wanted y'all to know he didn't want that. And then somebody else hit me with the whole black colleges stuff. Oh, he gave money to. They get this look.
Yeah.
He put 28 million his entire time to be dispersed among certain black colleges. By Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they're at 6.8 billion, and that's in the black colleges.
Yep.
So all these people that code all this stuff, they talk about the economy, gas prices. People don't understand price gouging. They don't understand it. They don't understand the economy has come down. They say, well, unemployment. The unemployment was real low when Trump was in office. Okay, the lowest.
It was real low when he got into office.
Yes, it was going down when Obama was leaving. This is fact. People just gotta look. You just gotta research. You can't pick and choose what you want to read. Just facts. It was at the lowest it got was down to 3.8. It went down under. Right now it's at 2 point something. This is the lowest it's been in 50 years.
Yeah.
But the problem with the Democrats is that they don't know how to tell everybody this.
No,
they don't let people know.
I think the Democrats spend too much time trying to make everybody feel good instead of telling everybody what.
They wanted to. Yeah, they too busy kumbaya.
It's like the participation trophy.
Yeah.
It made that's what the next generation, these Gen Zers or whatever the hell these kids are nowadays. Yeah. Everybody gets a petition. Listen, I was listening to the radio. I was listening to not the radio, but yeah, it was radio. It was radio because I was listening to sports. Georgetown opened up a room, a comfort room, for anybody triggered by election results.
What?
I swear to God, man. Georgetown University.
Wow.
They opened up a comfort room for Gen Zs who feel triggered by the results of this election.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Gen Zs are ridiculous, period.
They are. They cry back. Stop. God, bro.
They've never had an open hand slap in the mouth.
That's because they raised.
All three of us have because of our parents. I feel it.
My mom used to send me out to get a switch from the tree, and it had to be green.
That's because they raised to be mediocre. They happy being mediocre.
That's just no disrespect. That's North American. I was about to say American society, but it's North American society. You know what I mean? Even up here.
And you know what? And I hate to say that's some far left stuff because it's hugging everybody. Everybody needs. No, sometimes they don't need a hug. Sometimes they need a kick in the butt.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I ain't trying to pull a Tucker Carlson and talk about daddy's home and gonna spank you because you're a bad girl. I'm not trying to do the Tucker Carlson thing. But I'm just saying, like
that's some weird Pete. That's some weird pedo stuff. That's
listen.
Weird.
That shit came out. I think that was some Freudian shit that he let loose.
Yeah.
It's cackling ass.
Bro, I heard that stuff. My ears was like, I was like, bro, I don't even want to listen to this. This don't sound right.
Listen,
weird.
if there were three parties over there, if there was Democrats, Republicans, and MAGA, I would probably be a Republican.
You know what? I mean?
Historically, we were Republican
have voted.
historically.
I know.
Yeah, at first until it switched because
It switched in the
they're
'60s with John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King. There's a whole
yeah, like
entire documentary about
Well,
that.
the Southern Democrats turned into Republicans,
yeah,
and
yeah,
what
because
have
they
you.
were
And
Dixiecrats.
They did well. No, the Dixiecrats only lasted 1 year back in the '40s, and that was
Yeah,
through Thurman Thurman, and they won a decent amount of electoral votes. But after that, they went back into the Democratic Party,
yeah,
and then eventually, near the end of the '60s or mid '60s, they actually flipped because Lyndon B. Johnson was actually a part of that Dixiecrat, and that's the only reason that Kennedy won was because of Lyndon B. Johnson. He had that Southern Democrat. And
yeah,
then he knew that he knew Martin Luther King would get the black vote, so he flipped Martin Luther King from Republican to Democrat, and he got that black vote. There's a whole documentary on that.
yeah.
You know what's so weird? Real quick, my daughter just sent me something, and I just found this out literally while we're on here. Did you know our public when we vote, that's public record?
yeah, but you can't see who you vote for.
You can't, but it's like she sent me
You
this
can
like.
see who voted.
She's like, I'm wild. I'm looking like, hold on a second. I see all the years I voted 2016, and I know 2018 I voted.
Look at you.
No, well, see, the thing is,
What's the access for?
saying I didn't vote, but I mailed my ballot from here. So they probably didn't get my ballot.
Counted yet.
Yeah, they probably, 2020,
Well,
2024, I just hopped the border. Like,
But 18, what was 18? That was just Congress and shit?
I think so, yeah. I probably didn't vote for that. But I know 2020 I did vote because I mailed my
No,
ballot.
2024, it says voted. It says voted.
I'm talking about 2020, I know I voted.
Oh, okay.
But I mailed my ballot in from here. But in 2024, I had ballot.
Well, check this out. There was another story. Sorry if I interrupted you. I was listening to a story on my way over here, and a woman who is working over in Germany. She had her absentee ballot. She mailed it in, and then it got returned to her invalid. This woman took a 15-hour flight from Germany back to where she resided in North America just so she can place a vote for Kamala Harris.
That's dedication.
Well, it's insanity. The fact that they're all the gerrymandering, all the different things that they do to make it so that you can't vote, so that your vote is invalid, or to question it.
Yeah.
It's over and over and over. It's constantly. And now the electoral, the people that the electorates or whatever.
Yeah, and that's what I keep saying. Well, I don't understand how any minority would vote for him because they're trying everything they can for like voter suppression, like everything.
Yeah.
They want
especially in Georgia.
Yeah, they've been trying to change the district. They started this earlier this year, trying to change certain districts in Michigan that certain things wouldn't count in certain areas. They would only count for one vote. So it's like, and a lot of people kind of blow this stuff off because they're not paying attention. They're like, whatever, I don't care. They more care about what they use plus things like first thing they say trans this. They try to steer you with certain things. And now then it turns to immigration. When that immigration stuff comes, boy, they rolled that they riding that to the wheels fall off. And I work in the plant. I have yet to see an immigrant take someone's job. Yet I haven't seen an immigrant work at my plant.
Well, and here's the thing. Okay, there's a way to come over legally, and some people come over illegally.
Yeah.
All right. So
we know.
Now let's pretend that his number is 21 million illegal immigrants are in the United States. Let's pretend that's a fact.
Yeah.
All right. Now what happens when you take all them 21 million? You got a country of 330 million people. So you take 21 million people, deport them. Now who's going to take up the jobs that they've been doing? It's not like they're just living on the streets taking collection checks. They're not taking, like they're doing the agricultural jobs. They're doing the service jobs. You know what I mean? Nobody complains about the South Asians or the Indians that are taking over the Tim Hortons and the Dunkin' Donuts and the gas stations and the 7-Elevens and anything. Nobody's complaining about that, but they want to complain about Well, some people complain about it.
I go get somebody right now that complain about
No,
that.
I know somebody. I know somebody for a fact.
I go get a Karen
I
right
know
now.
somebody for a fact, a black Karen. But
But
anyway, I'm
when
saying, okay,
when
if
it,
you send all those agricultural jobs away, them motherfucking privileged kids ain't gonna pick up them jobs. Who's
no,
gonna
they're
go out and
not.
detassel corn? Who's gonna go out there and pick them? Who's gonna pick that shit? Who's gonna
Well,
do it for minimum wage or less?
and they when a lot of people don't think about this. It's like when you take away those jobs, that's money that's in your community. That's money that's circulating in your community.
Yeah,
So that's a lot of money that's
but
leaving your
they're not
community.
necessarily taking away the jobs. The jobs are going to have to get done, but they're going to have to get
Exactly,
done by people that are going to demand more money, and that's going to increase the
exactly,
cost of everything that produced.
exactly,
Exactly.
exactly.
Oh
That's
snap!
Oh! I've been
Oh!
waiting for this conversation.
It's about to get good up in here.
I've been waiting for this one.
In case up there blushing like.
wow. Okay.
Damn, I'm live.
Everybody in the house, we got King Castro in the house.
Oh
What up,
shit.
though?
I might need a shot before this start.
But you said
Give me some
Y'all niggas can
moonshine.
see
Tell
me?
your wife to bring me some moonshine.
I mean, I think I got something in the can.
I gotta get in the screen for this one. Listen,
This is about to be good.
I feel like
Now, hold on. And the thing is, a lot of people know where my political stance is, but for this show, I'm just strictly in the middle. My name Bennett, and I ain't in it because I feel that all newscasts and broadcasts to me should just like report what's going on. That's why I've been silent majority of the time
How
to
your
let these
name
guys
Bennett, bro?
talk.
How your name Bennett? You ain't in it though.
no.
How you ain't in it?
Turn up your volume, Castro. Turn it up.
How you ain't in it?
Hey, no, because it's my show, and it's not fair for me to pick a side, and I already said that at the beginning of the show, and I said that in the beginning,
We
like,
know we know your side.
No, I know his side too, but it
Yeah,
is what it is, man.
yeah.
The thing is, I don't get a side. I'm Canadian. Obviously, I don't have a side, but I have an opinion.
yeah, you do,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? And I don't know that she's going to be at it better than him. I just know that what I saw from him last time was not good. Like, dude took like $20 billion from defense fund to build a wall. He only got a percentage of it done for whatever reason. Like Barack
He
was
uh-huh.
ain't had no
building the wall
support.
before him, and Biden finished the wall after him. You know what I mean? Other than that, he had a Muslim ban. He had children separated from their
That
parents
that
at
was
the
horrible.
border.
That was horrible.
You know what I
That
mean?
that
What
that.
happened to them kids? Them kids get found. Have they been reconnected yet? People ain't even talking
Nope.
about that. As far as economy
You know,
goes,
there's a lot of things I ain't agree with him on. Like, cause I was real iffy about it. I was real iffy about it, like, during the election, like the first time when he was running, but then it just came down to it. Like it was real iffy. But like, far as like Joe Biden, like that shit was scary. Joe, like, voting for Biden, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it like a business plan. As a kid, I was always taught to vote Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Like, my granddad told me to vote Democrat. My granddad died poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
It's just from looking at the years that I experienced, I feel like we had a better few years when Trump was in office. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to sit there and watch how they show all this fucked up shit about him, and then I go and I look it up and watch the video or something, and I watch the whole thing. I'm like, damn, that actually made sense. Just like that whole, what I'm saying? Oh, they gonna take black jobs and stuff. When
what is a
people when
black
people
job?
heard black jobs, see, and that's the thing.
I don't even know what a black job
People
is.
Well,
automatically
apparently, a
like,
black
oh,
He
job is
said,
vice
let
"What's
me
a
go
president.
black
work my
A
job?"
black
black
job is
job. Let, let me go work my black job. You know what I'm saying? A black job is any job. A black job is your job now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look how it is over there in Windsor. Like, in Windsor, like, y'all ain't no black jobs in Windsor no more. It's
what is
barely
a
white
black
jobs in
job though?
Windsor.
A job is a
What's a black
job.
job?
A job is a job, but a black job is your job. So it is your job in general. Like if you look how it is over in Canada, y'all don't let y'all don't let everybody in over there. And then now when you go to the Domino's, it's barely no black people working, ain't no white people working. You know what I'm saying? Them the black jobs right there. Any job. It's just getting taken away. You
Well,
know what I'm
then
saying?
they're American
So
jobs or Canadian jobs. They're not black jobs. They're not Latino jobs.
it's not
They're not
it's not
immigrant
it's
jobs.
not a
They're either Canadian jobs or American jobs. You get, that's the
it's
thing.
not
That's the thing
it's
about what happened with the states. Okay, Canada, we call ourselves a cultural mosaic because everybody can live their life and be who they are. The United States calls themselves a melting pot. If you don't melt in to what their fucking thought process is, then you don't fit in. All right, so I don't understand that. Immigration is immigration, and people are coming to do work that you're not going to do, your kids aren't going to do, your neighbor's kids ain't going to do. So who's going to replace them to do the jobs that you ain't going to do?
I mean that's fine.
You
Y'all
have a job,
like
so who's
you
going to
know
replace you?
you gotta think. It's like basically how Canada is over there. Y'all like pretty much y'all let everybody in over there just took over the whole country. Like the whole country just got taken over there. Like you
Like
know
you
what I'm
go to
saying?
a Dunkin' Donuts and don't have 12 Indians serving you.
You said
Hey,
what?
it-
I said like you don't go to a Dunkin' Donuts and don't have 12 Indians serving you.
Yeah, but that's everywhere now.
Well,
Like anywhere you
that's
go
not
over
just
there. So
Canada.
Trump he's trying to keep it, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like he wants immigrants to come to America, but he wants you to come over the right way and he don't want it to be flooded. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, when I went there and I seen him speak or whatever, and I heard him talk, like they they building a big ass plant in Mexico, like just gonna just what big enough to the what do you call it, the all the industries or whatever it's big enough to do all of it. So if Kamala get in office, they want to open up that plant and send Chrysler to Mexico. So
who
if
said?
Chrysler
Who?
goes
Wait a
to
minute. Wait.
Mexico,
Whoa. Hey, hold up. Who said? Who said that?
the
Because I work in.
the
I work at a supply plant. So
the U
I
like the UA like the UAW guy,
that's
like the head of them, like
okay.
you know what I'm saying.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain to you how they do that. Most of those when they outsource those, yeah, company like first of all, Trump is sponsored. He has donors. He has corporate donors. So they tell him what to say and who to say it to. As far as those plants that's going over there, like my plant went through that right now. What you just said about a plant over in Mexico. Those Mexican plants can't handle. They can't handle all the they can't handle
Hey, we
the
got a caller that's
quantity
calling in.
of
Hold on. Hey, caller, can you hear me? Hello? Oh,
okay.
hello, you
All right,
there?
well, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, well, you hung up.
Okay, well, basically, like I'm saying, a lot of those plants, they're trained by Americans. They're trained by Americans. That's you can't blame Trump wants to do a tariff. Like that's what like Smoov was saying. So if you put a tariff on everything that goes across, now these companies they can set their own prices. So that's going to increase. So now these companies instead of you have set prices, now the company can set whatever price they want, and that price and that price, what you paying on that is going to jump across on every industry. So right now, like in our plant, the Mexican plant that we were supposed to be training and stuff, they couldn't even handle a third of what we did, and they wound up shutting, making it down for the plant can handle, only do one thing because they could not handle it. And the other problem that they had with the Mexican plants because they thought that these companies were slick because they want to pay them cheap. They want to they think they're gonna get cheap labor, but no, a lot of these Mexicans got social media too, and they not stupid, so they want money too. So
Yep.
now you have a lot of strikes and a lot of protests in Mexico in the plants because they say you're gonna pay us right. You're not gonna get paid. Have us working doing a job that somebody's getting paid $20 something an hour, and you want to pay me $5 an hour. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. Like I said,
All they
I could
gotta do
tell
is
you
pay
from
them
my
10. If they don't want to pay them 5, they pay them 10.
They're not even gonna work for that. I'm telling you, I worry. Like I said, I have people that's from my plant coming over there. They was going out the mess. They can't even handle the work, and most of them not gonna want to do the work. They the same. I don't know what people think that Mexicans just all are gonna be different than Americans. They the same type of people Americans are. You have lazy people in America, and you got lazy people in Mexico too.
True,
They're not just
true.
running over there to run to a plant to work. It's like that's not realistic. It's not being honest with everybody. The jobs is not running. The problem is the companies are jacking the price. They're jacking the price up on a lot of these cars, and they put a lot of faith in electronic the EVs, and a lot of people don't want to switch to EVs yet. That's the problem. But then you want to say Trump say, well, we're about the EV. Well, who's his biggest supporter? Elon Musk. What is Elon Musk deal in?
I
Electronic
mean,
vehicles.
right. But if Elon Musk, yeah, that's one of his biggest supporters. But the way
Yeah,
Trump want to have it, he want to have it where you can have the option to be EV or what I'm saying, gas. Like it shouldn't be mandatory to switch to EV.
I
Because if
agree.
it's mandatory to switch to EV, then it's gonna kill the auto industry.
I
Detroit
agree.
is gonna be fucked.
I agree, but that's not what they do. It's not being forced. It's a choice. It's not that's the thing. I don't know why people believe that they're being forced. It's a choice. It's just that a lot of people are scared to switch over because they haven't got everything set. Like I said, my plant was going through that right now about working on the make because we make frames, but make frames for the Jeep. So we had to switch part of our line to do electronic vehicles, and it slowed down how many we were making because a lot of people not buying that stuff. So it slowed down. It's not nobody forcing nobody. It's just if you want to buy it or not. So
America is not giving up on its fossil fuels.
yeah, it's not giving up on that. That's why they pump. That's why they drill. That's why they pumping more oil. They pump more oil than they ever been right now.
Well, and that's the thing. Trump is like pump, drill, baby, drill. Well, there's more drilling going on right now in the Biden administration than there ever has
Exactly.
been in
Yeah,
American
that's a
history.
fact. You can look it up. Like that stuff, they just
And as far as the economy goes, people want to talk about, oh, the economy sucks, the economy sucks. I look at my investments on a weekly basis, and my shit has fucking bounced in the last 2 years.
I
At
mean,
least in the
I
last
got
two
more
years,
money than
I
I
haven't
ever
lost. I haven't lost a single dollar in the last 2 years. I think my investments are up at least. I looked at it today. My investments are up 21.58%
All I
over the
know is
last year.
my
It just
I'm
came
bills
in.
driving.
my
Trump
bills
just
is
won
higher.
West Virginia.
My bills is higher.
Not
Fucking
surprised.
groceries is higher. Everything is just higher
Well,
this
yeah,
year.
groceries are higher and bills are higher, but the pandemic had something to do with that.
Yeah, a
All right,
lot to do with it.
everything rolls over.
What
All right,
Yeah,
what about what about
Obama had a good economy. It rolled over to Trump, so Trump had a good economy for his first 2 years, and then COVID came in. He fucked COVID up
yeah,
like
and it went in
completely. Like why
completely.
did Canada do better with the COVID response than the United States when the United States is the one that supposedly came up with the vaccines? You know what I
you
mean?
know
He
you
fucked up
know
COVID, which increased everything like shipping costs, unemployment. Like everybody would have fucked up during COVID if they
And
wouldn't have followed the steps that the Obama
yeah, because
administration set
he
forth.
didn't even he should have closed, and he didn't close the country when he should have. He was still shipping from China when
Yep.
when they first had it. That's a fact. He was still shipping from China. That's why he was saying the China virus or the coup,
Yeah.
whatever.
Because
Because they were still shipping.
When Ebola hit during Obama, it was shut
They
down
closed
within a
it.
week. You
Yeah,
know what
they
I mean?
shut that down. Nobody came from Africa.
Ebola could have spread as fast as COVID.
Yep,
Hmm.
You know what I
yep.
mean? But they shut
Same
that shit
thing.
down.
And same thing when they in Canada when they had the SARS, they shut that stuff down until they got it
Oh
under
man, I
control.
remember that. That was
Yep.
that was like
So
crazy over
a
here,
lot of people
shutting
don't
the whole
exactly
hospital down and everything.
exactly. So you notice how we not you notice how they not speaking about this because it got shut down.
Right.
They
yeah.
stopped it. So that's and then the main thing I say with the COVID thing about Trump is that okay, he all against the COVID stuff, but he was the first person to take the vaccine.
Motherfucker, yeah. He was in the hospital. He had it, and then he got his
He got
ivermectin
a
and all
booster
the
shot.
whatever the shit
And he
he
get
had his
booster shot.
cocktail.
And he get the booster shot.
Yep. He had his cocktail, but want to run around talking about Bobby Kennedy's going to run the health department.
But he's still getting a booster shot. Like, come on, make it make sense. Like that.
You know I don't agree
There,
with everything that Trump did though. Like I'm
No,
not gonna say
no,
that.
nobody's saying
no,
that you
nobody
agree
said
with everything he
yeah,
said.
exactly.
I want to be a fly on the wall to know what a Trump supporter sees that I can't see.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
want to
trying to
see it.
figure
I want to see, like, I've seen Kamala fuck up. I've seen Kamala do her word salads. But I've also
Kamala
seen
fucked
that
up
dude
for
have
reasons.
brain farts in the middle of a sentence. You know what I mean? The dude is 79 years old. I don't want my mom doing shit but eating and taking care of herself.
And watching TV.
Yeah. Watch Murder She Wrote and shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
out.
but see, that's the thing though. Like even though he's 79, like he's been a businessman. Like
No, he
people
sucked,
always
man. He's claimed
No,
He's a
bankruptcy
billionaire
more
though.
than 6 times.
he's been
And
yeah, he went bankrupt six
his
times.
businesses are billionaires. He's
Did you
not.
say he wears a diaper?
He be
No,
shitting
no,
himself regularly.
That's what I thought you said, man. Come on.
no.
But
hell
He
no.
listen,
got what? He been bankrupt six times.
6 times he's been bankrupt. You
He got
can't
more
call yourself
respect.
a
I mean,
businessman over that.
he's not a businessman. He's
You
just
got
smart
people
advertising.
shucking and jiving. This dude is shucking and jiving. He's trying to sell watches, Bibles, uh,
Gym shoes,
NFTs or whatever the fuck those things are. Like,
Hey,
t-shirts,
shit,
dude
get
is
it
trying
how
to
you
sell,
get it.
huh?
made in Canada.
Get it how you get it. Shit.
Listen, we're
But
hustlers. That's not businessmen. Hustlers are hustlers. Businessmen
That's
are
a hustler.
businessmen.
Yeah, he a hustler. He a
hey,
hustler.
hey,
And he's hustling his
he
own
got he,
people.
I mean, he was working
you know.
last week, wasn't
Yeah, I know.
he?
And he had his own garbage truck for a day. What
Whoa,
kind
Hey,
of dumb
hey,
shit
wow.
was that?
they try. They damn, y'all made me forget what I was about to say. Shit.
You over there getting
Yeah, I was about to
uplifted.
say. I was about to say.
All you do is try to something.
I mean,
Hey,
I got
hey,
Man,
moonshine upstairs. I mean,
Is it cold?
no, it ain't cold.
hey, hey. I mean, he
And I got
remember.
infused moonshine too.
Hey, remember that stuff he pulled at McDonald's too. Like, come on.
hey, remember that shit she pulled at McDonald's because
She
they got
worked
the
there.
Photoshop. They got the Photoshop picture of her.
Yeah, who photoshopped it though? We
It
don't
was a
know. They
shit.
don't know. That's not. Come on now. That's
If she were, listen, she's older than me,
You
so
know
she had to
they
go to
released a
college
new
before
video
me.
of her
we
on
like.
some bullshit too.
Yeah, no, we
They
not
got a
like.
video of her on the phone thanking somebody, but then she told the
Ain't
phone
nobody
like
had video in
it was
1988.
it was a fucking camera. It was her camera roll. Like she wasn't even on the fucking phone.
Oh, she
She's
was
like, all
kicking
she
with
do is
what's his name? That bald headed
no, all
talk
she do
show
is
host
fucking lie,
dude,
dog.
Montel.
Montel Williams.
Yeah, well, yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
She
Everybody
No,
get
over
their
there
I'm
truck.
not.
Hey,
I'm
smashing
not
with
if
at fault
Donald
with him.
Trump, if Donald Trump can grab pussy, then she can fuck Montel Williams.
Well, who
was it
cares
Montel
if she
Jordan or
did?
what? Williams, Montel Williams. Yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
get
who
him
cares?
confused.
But I'm saying, who cares if she did? Who cares? Why? Why? I don't care if she did. I mean, but if you want to put people, that's. But now I guess that's going into showing people character. Now, if you're going for character, then you go for okay. You got somebody that got 30 something felony charges. They got that he adjudicated sexual offender versus a chick don't got nothing on her, but you can say, oh, she was messing around with Montel Williams, or she was messing around with some dude way back in the damn near 30
I
years
mean,
ago.
if you put it like that, yeah. I mean, yeah,
You
you
can't
got a
prove it.
point there. I'm
You
just saying,
can't
I'm
prove
not
it
tripping.
though.
She was messing with him, but I mean, at the end of the day, like,
But that's 30 years ago.
And it has nothing to do with what she's going to do
That ain't
tomorrow.
got nothing to do with her.
And she
Like
locked
this.
all the niggas up in California for smoking weed.
is she a weed herself?
No, listen,
Yeah.
listen. Everybody want
Oh,
to talk about she was doing her job. That was the law of the
Doing her
day.
job,
She
man.
didn't have the
She was a
ability as attorney general. She didn't
hey,
have the ability
striking
to
my
change the
pen.
law. So she locked people up.
What she
And yeah,
say?
she might have smoked some weed, but she was also one of the most progressive attorney generals in California at the time.
and she shortened the
With a
She
sentences
tried
striking
on
to
a
with
lot of
lessen
those
the she
striking
cases.
my
tried to
pen.
lessen the penalties.
Yep, she
She said
lessened
with a
all of
striking
that was
my
her
pen,
thing.
I this shit is
Whether
it's
she
over. Striking
listen,
my pen. All I gotta do is strike my pen.
the attorney general in Michigan's gonna lock motherfuckers up. The attorney general in New York's gonna lock motherfuckers up. If it's the law, they're gonna get locked the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, quit
You know what I
breaking the
mean?
law. That's my thing. Don't
It's
break the
plain and
law.
simple. But she was also one of the most progressive attorney generals that tried to lessen the charges, especially for black men.
Yeah,
Man, she
because
weren't
there
fucking
wasn't
with
nobody else doing
Bernie
that.
Sanders. She
Meanwhile,
weren't fucking with
Donald
Bernie
Trump is taking
Sanders.
out full-page ads to kill motherfuckers that didn't commit a crime at all.
Yeah,
That's why they're called the exonerated five. That
yeah.
motherfucker took out full-page ads and pled for the death penalty for these motherfuckers that didn't have anything to do with that girl's rape.
Nope.
You know,
You
Yeah,
can't
you
tell
know,
me nothing.
you
Now
know,
that part
that
was
nigga
messed
don't
up
think.
too. I
And
He
can't
don't
front.
think.
listen,
He
Like,
don't think
uh,
first. A
uh,
lot of times he don't think first. He do say anything
oh,
that he
so that's a
think
good
is in his
quality for the
head.
president?
okay, yo, I got a special guest that just chimed in. One of my mentors in the music business. This guy, like, came out with the promoter newspaper. I was featured in it. Hey, Case, you was in it too with the Academy and stuff back in the day. He got a movie coming out at the end of the month called Gamers. The promoter, Alex, what's up?
Look, man, I fell asleep, man. I was supposed to get up and put my hip hop gear on, but now you call me an old man mode. I apologize.
oh,
What's going on, sir, man? I know you got that movie coming out, man. You've been like working, hard for that, for the Gamers movie and everything, and you know, and I see
Yeah.
you every day on Facebook Live talking about Kamala, man. So you want to weigh in on this?
Well, I mean, growing up in the '60s, and when apartheid was a part of the system here in Detroit, where the police, would beat us up, run our pockets, and we were on the borderline of Dearborn, so it was always don't get caught on the other side at night. So, so the kids today don't understand. They have so much freedom because our parents fought the good fight, so they just got like amnesia, and they don't understand how important Kamala is just to our basic rights. I mean, the plantation ain't for sale, so we not delusional. We not trying to buy the plantation. We just trying to live on the land, man. That's all.
Right, right, right. I feel you.
Yeah, yeah,
It,
that's
it,
it. So
it's one of those situations where everyone right now is just watching close. I mean, right now it does show
Woo,
that.
man, I had to come lay down. It's just too much, man. I closed up the coffee shop earlier. We doing that gaming tournament this month. And so I just can't take this election, man, because if that idiot gets in the White House, man, and all the freedoms like we got right now, like people don't imagine, Elon Musk then bought X, and so what'll happen next? They buy Facebook, and then it'll be a colored section only, and blacks can only come online after 10. I mean, don't take them for granted, man. They want to make America great again. So when they asked Donald Trump, well, when was America great? When we had slavery. So
Right.
this is what you're dealing with, man. It's deep,
yeah,
you know? And so, you
yeah.
got a dispensary on every corner. So all these kids are so doped up high, they having a good time. They partying. They ain't got to worry in the world, but boy, when you start seeing them attack protesters, when you start seeing them going against your basic rights, women can't have an abortion. I mean, I don't want to I ain't trying to hog the show, man. I just wanted to say, hey, y'all, I know Nita, you invited me and I respect you, so I wanted to, chime in and say y'all doing a good job. Anytime y'all can communicate music, lifestyle to the people, that's a good thing what y'all doing.
Oh, for sure, man. Thank you for that. I had to, get my mentor to come in and chime in, man. But, and I know you want to get back the rest, but the Gamers
Please,
sneaker,
please.
the Gamers preview is coming out.
On my birthday, November the 30th, we having the premiere at the MJI theaters, 11 Mile and DeQuinda. So come out. We gonna have it's a sneakers ball, so you ain't gotta get sugar shot. You can just come have some fun, and we doing our thing. So
And then you
you
got
know,
Angie Star
so
hosting from 105.9 Kiss
yeah,
FM.
yeah. Angie Starr's gonna host the red carpet. And then I'm doing the afterglow. I mean afterglow. I didn't want to tell my age. I'm doing the after affair at the cafe, the
Woo!
Uwe Coffee Cafe. So
Well,
we're
see,
gonna have some fun, man.
I'm gonna have to pull up on that.
Yeah, yeah. And don't forget we launching the new energy drink. So look, Needles, glad y'all had me on. I hope I can come back and kick it with y'all in the near future.
All right, for sure, man. Thank you, promoter, man. It's always an honor
All
to
right,
have you through the
brother.
new 914 show.
Needles 914, my man. Peace, y'all.
All
Okay.
right,
All right.
yes, sir. That was Alex, the promoter. This movie coming out on the 30th. It's $35 to get in for the premiere on DeQuinder and 11 Mile Road. Man, it's gonna be red carpet. It's gonna be off the hook. 6 p.m. Doors Open movie is at 7. I'm sure it's gonna be on Tubi, but that's later. I mean, you know how that comes like on Tubi about a month after
Tubi.
the premiere. So definitely, I'm definitely gonna be there. Y'all should be there too.
Tubi,
Send me the link so I can check out the preview or something.
Okay, yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I did send music. I'm not sure what songs they got picked because I mean, I produced a couple of tracks. I don't even know if the songs I made was going to be on the soundtrack. I hope it is.
That's dope.
But actually, I think he especially asked for that old school track that you, Chris, and Trilla did, "My Back," because he always asks about that song.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he could use it now because we own the thing flipped back, so it's hard. I own that stuff anyway. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I got a couple of tracks, man. Like I got one song on there. I'm not sure if it made it, but he said it was dope. The song's called "Contrast" by Blaze and Riot, and then I made the beat like kind of a I did sample part of Mario Brothers and like linked it up so that
yeah, I
that
wish I
that's
had
cool.
known because I had some extra before I put out that EP, my EP, I had some extra stuff and before I went into this high thing of recording and all this stuff. So dude, I was supposed to be recording some stuff today, but just got caught up. Just caught up. Just my energy was just off and we're just worrying about today. So
I think Smoov Daddy went upstairs to go get some moonshine. I still got some moon. I got like maybe a couple of jars left, but
jeez, moon time.
Damn.
What you making that with? Are you using potatoes or using
no.
corn
Well,
or rice?
it's a two-step process. You gotta like make the wash first. So you
Yeah.
like you sugar and then warm water and then you pitch the yeast. Let it sit depending how what type of yeast you got. If you got 24 hour, 48 hour, or 7 day. I usually let mine if it's a 48 hour, I let it sit for like 4 days so I can get a stronger yield. And then when you test it, it should be like 10% or higher. What is this? You don't got me some moonshine? No, this ain't that infused. Look, Lord, he's
Like
trying to get. I gotta work tomorrow.
that stuff on. Is that
Oh
the glass?
God,
Is that stuff cloudy
this
like that
is
for real?
now. This is nerd moonshine that I make. But after you
Man.
do the 10%, after that you gotta distill it. And
Yeah.
after you
Oh,
distill it,
that stuff it was like lemonade. Like it's supposed moonshine supposed to be clear.
no. You could flavor it.
Actually, this is not bad.
Oh,
This is
okay.
not. This is
You can flavor it like I flavored it, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
nerds moonshine.
I just
no.
feel like
This
what
is
my
actually.
grandfather
This is
used.
a very. This is nice sippable shit,
Oh
man.
shit!
So
Oh,
how
okay.
much
Because
does it
the stuff
cost? How much does it cost you to make that?
The sugar, I just buy a 10 bag. I don't know sugar and this, and then
oh,
the yeast probably $12.
So like how much do you get for $12? Like how much?
So I make a 5 gallon bucket,
Hmm.
and then after that I distill it, which I'm talking illegal stuff, but whatever. I mean, kind of, because they don't know how to prosecute it from what I heard. So I mean, it's even cop doing it, but whatever. Uh, and then you can like get like about maybe 20 jars out of it, depending on what type of still you use.
Pennsylvania
So
closes in 14 minutes.
so for $12 you could be drinking. You could be drinking for a while, pretty
You
much.
good? And plus, I make beer too, so I mean, beer I can like make about 2 cases and a half out of 5 gallons.
mm,
Damn.
And then if I do wine at 5 gallons, I mean, I only made wine a couple of times. I mean, I'm not really big in wine, but like the bottles, I only make like special bottles for like Masonic Lodge. If they're doing something special, I'll do the design on the bottle. And then if I do beer, I'll keg it. And that's a whole different process. It ain't long. I mean, it's 2 weeks to ferment the beer and 2 weeks to carbonate it.
Mm.
But if I'm doing a keg, it's just 2 weeks to make the beer, and I do a forced carbonation.
So what would you compare the beer taste to that you make?
Well, I mean, I can make any type of beer. It doesn't matter. Like, I can make you a Budweiser. I can make an IPA. I can make. The only beer I haven't made was a stout because I don't like stout, but I'm sure I can make it.
Okay. So the beer that you making tastes similar. You can make it taste real similar to
Yeah,
Budweiser.
yeah. But so Budweiser's a lager. Lagers are harder because you
Uh,
gotta like ferment that, second fermentation and drop the temperature really cold. And like Budweiser, you just can't just make a regular lager. You gotta use white rice sugar with that,
mm,
and it ain't really easy to find rice sugar. I gotta go to the D to get that.
mm-hmm.
They ain't got rice sugar in winter unless I go to London. But
You know, the market over there on Crawford and Wyandotte by the Tim Hortons, the
Damn,
European
you
one.
looking like that shit nasty.
it's strong.
No,
Shit.
I like it. I don't know what you said.
Gotcha. It's good, but it's strong. Like Lord Jesus.
I'm
Like I don't
I'm tasting more melted ice than I am tasting anything else.
like.
But I'm looking at these polls over here, and
Oh, he's at 23. I got to update. Oh no, I already updated it.
you got Newsmax up here.
I got Newsmax here. I got CNN here. I was supposed to have something else here, but my computer tripping. So, and then I got stuff here, and I got you guys here, and then that laptop died, and then I didn't have enough room for the other laptop. I was gonna have some other stuff here, and then
And I'm over here.
he's right there chilling.
Y'all ever see?
Yeah, all right. No, let's get back to the conversation. Though I
Y'all ever
missed
see
out. I
this?
know you guys went into the alcohol conversation, but hip
Yeah,
hop and politics.
Y'all ever see this guy right here on billboards in Detroit?
Who is he?
His name is Mark, and he got like billboards all over Detroit, like everywhere you go. It's for his company Leaf and Bud, and it's like the biggest dispensary in Michigan. They got like I want to say like 12 locations, and and shit. They just opened one in New York. So pretty much he running around right now, just basically being a celebrity and shit. Um, like he like my aunt, she run his shit though. Like she run everything for him. Like she done got her own pack and shit, her own little weed pack. But he worked for Trump now.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Like man, he was on a he just posted a video. He was on an airplane with Trump Jr. and shit, with his son. And he had his son give him a shout out, whatever. They said Chaldeans for Trump or whatever. And like every Trump rally, like at first I was thinking, I was like, damn, like he go to every Trump rally, like he in every picture and shit, like he make sure he get his picture and shit. But no, when I was there, Trump came out, looked at him, blew him a fucking kiss and shit, and like they and like was pointing at him and shit and all of that. Like they buddies. Like he posts shit, he golfing with him or whatever. Um, I had posted a video and I was like, and I tagged him in it because it showed him in the video. And so then he was like, "Oh, text me that, whatever." And I texted him the 3 videos, and shit. Later on, I seen him on a fucking airplane with Trump in there. I'm like, "Oh shit."
Damn.
That's like a direct line right there. I could be like, "Hey, show Trump this little TikTok video I put together. Show him this shit."
Yo, so check this out. Speaking of Trump and that weed, dude, do you think which president is going to make marijuana legal in the United States off an executive order?
If they
I
were going to
think
do it,
so.
they should have said it by now.
Yeah.
You
I
think
don't
Trump is going to do it?
Nope.
Yeah, because
know.
like
I
literally, like
think
I'm telling you, man, his butt, like they buddies, man, and like Mark owns the biggest fucking weed dispensary in Michigan. Like his shit so huge, I don't think he'd have him around.
If
I
either
don't.
one of them would have said that they were going to legalize it nationally, the votes
They
would
would
have
have did
fucking
it.
swung, just like Justin Trudeau said over here.
I I don't think they will
Yeah,
because
that's what happened.
because
Justin Trudeau said he's
I
going to
don't.
legalize it.
My opinion. I don't think they will because I don't think they can't regulate it yet.
Mm.
Well, they can't regulate and tax on it like how they want to. So once they figure out how to tax it, then it will be. But right now, I don't think they're. I can't
Well,
see them being like,
there's a proven way to tax it because Colorado and
Michigan.
Michigan and New
Yeah,
Mexico and
yeah,
Canada all tax that shit. Like
But
Same as alcohol. Everything gets taxed. They can't regulate it because they can't keep people from growing it.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I meant, and that's what I meant by on attack. They got to be some kind, somehow, some way, some corporation has to come in and be able to control it.
Well,
Every
that's the thing.
industry like that. Like
Over here, we have growers, but you have to be licensed.
yeah,
Same with anything else. You have to be
it was,
licensed. If they don't
yeah, but
license you to grow it, then you shouldn't be growing it. And if you're growing it without a license, you get busted.
yeah, but but your government don't regulate it. Is not they still they allow you to grow it. The United States is different. They always got to have a hand in something.
No, I
So the
get
government
that.
I mean, honestly, it's very regulated here. Like, you can't just go into the store like, I want a job. You got to get with the not the
Yeah,
Yeah,
smart server, weed smart
well,
server, whatever.
it's kind of like smart
yeah,
surf
yeah,
Yeah,
but
and then
for
you got
selling
the
it,
thing
and
but
is,
then
even growing it, you got to get a permit to grow. Like, yeah, I
yeah,
can go grow a couple plants in my own backyard
well,
for myself.
you know what I'm saying is, but you can't. That's like when we say about how in certain states prostitution is legal, but not everywhere else. It's a lot of little things that the government because the government wants to have it because you always want to have a court because any big industry like alcohol, cigarettes, certain drugs. It's an industry. It's a controlled industry. Some corporation, some guy with a suit and tie on that's controlling that. If they can't do that, they won't. And I mean, it's proven. You can look at any industry. Always gonna be some stiff in the suit controlling stuff. So
Well,
if
the
they
thing is,
can't,
like, there's some states like Florida and what have you that have no income tax or sales tax or whatever.
yeah,
What is it? You know what I mean? That's why a lot of athletes want to go to these certain states because they don't have to pay the income tax on their money. You know
yeah,
what I
but
mean?
then
So,
they get them. But you know how they get them? They get them on everything. So the prices down there are ridiculous. Rent down there is nuts. Rent a regular place down there, you paying like over $2,000. You gotta have money. You gotta have money to live in Florida.
that
You
sounds like
can't.
Windsor rent.
Oh, you cannot. Sure, you got to be making what the median what they make in Michigan or like in Detroit. The median what people make per year is like 40,000. You can't live like on that in Florida. You'll be a bum. You'll be on the street.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to afford to live. You couldn't have a car. You couldn't live
That's
like
like
that in New
that's
York.
like living in any city in Windsor or in Canada, like Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, not so much. But you have to have roommates and people to pitch in because nobody's earning enough money to pay for their
Exactly.
own.
You can't live that. But then certain states you make more money, certain states you don't. And that's everything is not the same. That's like,
that is true because in my job, I do the same. There's agents that do the same exact thing that I do, and I get paid way more than they do. It depends on the state. You're
exactly.
right. You were right because I was like, hey, well, I'm just curious how much you make. I'm like, I make more $10 more than you. What the heck?
$10, damn.
Ten
Oh, because
dollars
I know
more
what
than
I
that.
I'm saying
well,
$10 more.
I
I'm
tell
just,
you,
Yeah, like
dude, I know for a fact what I do. If I went to California or something, I will be making at least $15 more than what I do here. And
but how much would you be paying for your rent and your gas and everything
yeah,
else?
exactly. That's what it's saying. You got to balance that out. But you'll be making more in there. So,
So
you got to balance.
this is what I want to know from a Trump supporter or anybody that has an opinion on it. What made his economy so much better than what it is right now?
That's interesting.
Like, you got a stimulus check. Everybody gets a stimulus check every couple 4 years.
Biden gave out a stimulus check too.
Yeah.
because Trump did promise that. That's the only reason why Biden did that.
Biden did, Trump did, Obama did. You
When
know,
did Obama give out stimulus checks? I ain't get nothing from Obama.
No,
Obama,
he
well, he
gave
actually did.
there was a rebate check. There was a
I never
rebate.
got that.
Uh-oh.
I ain't Canadian.
I got it.
I'm American still. I just live here.
It
I
was
was
a
a land
rebate.
immigrant. I got.
It wasn't a lot though. It was like 100 something. It was like 100 and
I don't remember that. I ain't never got
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Okay,
I remember
so I
that.
don't have stats on that.
You know what?
But
You know what? You're right. I remember that because the
Yeah,
random money came up in one of my accounts.
random
You're
money. It was
right.
like 100 and something bucks. It wasn't no big deal, But the
okay, but
stimulus
a
check,
one-time $1,200 check, does that it pays your rent for 1 month? You know what I mean? Does that make it a good economy?
That ain't
no,
paid.
But especially when he
Nah,
spent more than
we gotta
anybody
pay that.
else
We
and
gotta pay
drove
that
up the
shit back.
deficit.
We gotta pay it back.
Let's just cut off and let's just put Michelle Obama in office and we all be happy.
ain't
No,
ready
she
for
can't
that.
be in office.
But
I think we got
she
this
don't want
far.
to be there.
Some about her, she can't be in office.
You know, we
No,
gotta
she
pay.
don't want to be in office.
I know she don't want to be, but I mean,
She
No,
don't
like,
want to be in office.
you
She
can see
flat
how
out
skinny
don't.
she is and how great Barack is.
Uh,
Presidency ruins a motherfucker. Anybody
yeah,
who wants to be
yeah,
president is a narcissist. And
yeah.
I'm good. I don't want that job.
I'm pretty sure that Obama was a plant. Just
He
like I
was
told you,
born to be
Kayyce,
a
I was
president.
talking to you guys before. I
He
said
was
the ebb and flow
born.
of politics is like they put the worst white guy, the best black guy, and then an even worse white guy, and now they're gonna go back to the black girl, and then
Obama was
I don't
born
know.
for that
Like
shit.
JD Vance is my biggest fear. Honestly, I
God,
swear to
he is
God, if Donald Trump
terrible.
gets into office, he's not gonna make it 4 years. He will not make it 4 years. He's
Yeah,
not. His shit's not up here right now.
I
He's
don't
not gonna make it
understand.
4 years. JD Vance is gonna take over that
He
2025
is,
agenda and fuck up the United
bro,
States.
he is
But Trump
terrible.
don't even
They,
support the 2025 agenda.
yes,
Huh?
his people wrote it.
He don't. But Trump's not for that.
Dude, dude,
Listen,
dude.
Yeah,
Trump's
his
name's
people.
mentioned in there more than 300 times.
And
But
Trump
the
ain't gonna
thing
say shit.
is,
By
Trump ain't
name,
gonna really
mentioned
say
but it
nothing.
300
was
times.
civilians that wrote that.
It was a
And,
heritage fucking project.
He said
It
he
have
and,
was
and
always
he
for
has a
it.
supported.
project. And he has project. What is it? Project 47 that got that take a lot of stuff from that. It's on his website. That
I'm
Project
saying.
47. He took the same stuff. He follow a lot of the things. He saw the reason why he don't say he don't support it is because he saw how unpopular it was. He trying to be canceled. Trump ain't stupid. Nobody up here gonna say that he's stupid. He's stupid.
But the author, the JD Vance wrote the forward to
Yeah, he was forward. That's
he
right.
wrote the forward. JD Vance wrote the forward, and the dude, the author of 2025, is more than happy to sit out there. Actually, he got interviewed by two undercover reporters. They went to a hotel room and they thought it was
Yeah.
a supporter, and Buddy was just out there just dropping fucking dimes about how it was all about Trump. You
And
can't
two of
put
the
Trump's name in there 300 plus times and not say that it's not about him.
and
You
they
can't
got
say it's
pictures
not
of him
about
on the
him.
plane. Hey, and they got pictures of him on the plane with the dude that one of the dudes that wrote it.
I'm saying.
Bro, like we can't deny that. I mean, he's just
Trump got
saying that.
pictures of
I
everybody
get it.
though.
Listen, that what is it called?
Trump
Agenda
got pictures
F or
with Rosa
whatever,
Parks.
where he can invoke Agenda F or whatever it is, where he can fire everybody and hire only loyal
Oh, that's
people.
a
It's an Agenda F. He tried to impose it before he left office in 20,
yeah, yeah.
and it's going to happen right away, day one.
Yeah, they took the power. Yeah, they voted it down. The Congress voted it down. He tried to do executive order on it, and they voted it down. He couldn't. They stopped him from doing it. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That was one of the last things he was trying to do when he got out of office. Yeah, he was trying to pull a bunch of slick
That's
stuff.
too good.
If
He's thinking it too fast.
So
Yeah.
y'all don't
it's more,
think
you can take the rest with you.
Y'all don't think
Oh,
Kamala a fucking
But
fraud?
Hey. No, Castro was speaking, man. Let him see. I
oh, my
can't
bad.
hear him.
Sorry.
Y'all don't feel like Kamala is just like a fucking paid actress? Like come on now.
I think they both are. Fucking Donald Trump is a celebrity. He's
He's
nothing more than a
great.
TV fucking personality. Even the Apprentice, they went to 6 or 7 different people before they settled on him. You know what I mean? The dude is just a celebrity. He's just a name. All right, just because he has a budget. Listen,
He's not a politician.
if my daddy gave me $400 million, or even $5 million, or $1 million, I'd have my name on the building too.
I think that's the worst thing. You need a politician. There's stuff like everybody said that America needed a businessman, and he's not. So if you need a businessman, get a good one.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
what get a good one. Don't
Get a Mark Cuban or Jeff
yeah,
Bezos.
get a good one. Don't get
So
a guy that got six. He got 6 bankruptcies on him, and he got tax evasions on him. He's
look,
like, just get a good one at
You know,
least.
even back in the '80s, it's been proven that he wouldn't rent to black
but would you?
renters.
But would you back in the '80s, all them niggas smoking crack and shit and all that shit back then?
Who
Would
brought
you?
crack? Like
Is the
he was
highest
a
crack
slumlord.
back then?
It's a
White people
slumlord.
smoke crack too.
Yeah, but back
Yeah,
in the
white people.
'80s in New York, come on now, like it was
Yeah,
fucked up.
crack wasn't a problem until it hit fucking Broad. What is it called?
Yeah, but
Broadway?
wait.
No.
Okay,
What do you call
but
it? What do you call it? Wall Street.
Yep.
Crack wasn't a problem
what
until it
Trump
hit
is
Wall
doing,
Street.
Well, they seen it in
hey,
the hood. They seen how
what
fucked
Trump
up
was
it
doing,
was.
what Trump and his father was doing was they when the people filling out applications, they was putting C down for color. Like so, that's discrimination. That's like me like why would I? So if I know one or two black people smoke crack, so what I'm assuming that everybody or every black person smoke crack. That's not
right?
right.
Right?
I can't,
Because
that's
I
what they was
know I
doing.
didn't smoke crack in the
That's unfair
80s.
practice. That'd be like you think like every Arab or every Indian is gonna be a terrorist, which he did, and was trying to do a Muslim ban. That's not fair. You could same thing with the port with the Haitians. So he had them people getting out of school. Some people could it was like kids couldn't even go to school because he over there lying saying and they were told that this was a lie, that people was out there eating cats and dogs and stuff.
And they
Like
keep
They eating
they
cats
keep,
and they
keep
didn't eat
pushing
the
the
dogs.
narrative.
They
They
wasn't
that was
eating the
keep
cats
pushing
and
the
the
narrative.
dogs.
Ain't nobody in Aurora, Colorado, taking
So
over
Haitians don't be
cities.
eating cats and dogs.
you know,
However,
you
if you
said
look at
what?
the immigrants that's going in Venezuela, from Venezuela and Chicago, how they're
What
taking over the
about
streets. You hear
Yeah,
about that?
no.
taking over
What,
apartments and shit.
You heard about that, right?
in Chicago?
They over
Really?
there
Like
taking
Yeah, but New
cartoon
Jack City
showing up
was the
with
shit.
guns and
bro.
shit.
Chicago. I got family members in Chicago, bruh.
No, with a H block or something. I seen an article on it, man. Like, man, it's bad over there.
You got to see
Nah,
more than one article,
I
man.
can't
Anybody
believe
can write
that.
an
I
Well,
article.
can't
no, it's
believe
not
that.
the article. I mean, I seen an
Chicago?
article, but it was
No,
broadcast and
what I
everything. One of the
heard,
documentaries and everything. Like,
So what
bro, you
about?
can, I can, dude. I seen a guy. You know what? I saw a really cool documentary on merman too,
who? What the fuck is that?
and you would have thought it was real. I could show, bro. I could show it to you. It was on National Geographic. They got
Nah,
in trouble because they had people scared because they thought it was real.
nah.
They
Listen,
swear, bro.
we used to have
No
a
lie.
commercial
You can
over
look
here
it
with
up
a
on
mini
YouTube. No
hippopotamus.
lie. I thought they was like talk about mermen, and look, they had scientists and everything on it. People thought it was real. Just like when Donald Trump did that, was that something mules, and they found out everything in there was a lie. My man had to take it down because he was getting sued and stuff, and the guy who filmed it admitted that it was a lie. But people still bring it up, but they stopped bringing it up because man, it's just like I say, look at stuff. Everything is common sense. Common sense. In fact, I'm not trying to pick. Like I said, I think Trump. I know what he appeals to. He appeals to people that got, because he say what he feel. But just because he say what he feel. But
That's
just because he
fine.
feel
That's
don't mean
fine
you're
to say
right.
what you feel. I can say what
Yeah,
I
but don't
feel.
mean you're
Anybody
right.
can say what they feel. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But where's the policy? Where is any policy
exactly.
that,
That's what I'll say.
that is
I say that I
relative?
agree.
I
I
rather
want to
hear
see
some.
policy.
I rather hear some bullshit sometimes than hear nothing at all.
Okay,
Oh, I can't do that.
okay, listen.
Can't do that.
Okay, that's the definition of cognitive dissonance. You know what I mean? To rather hear some bullshit than to hear facts or what's really
We
going on.
ain't hear no
Now,
facts during Biden though.
huh?
But we ain't hear no facts while Biden was in office. We ain't
Yeah,
hear
but
shit from Biden. Biden was
what do you
sick the
mean?
whole damn time.
The stock market is higher than it's ever been. The
Yes,
employment
it
rate
is.
is higher than it's ever been. I don't
Crazy.
understand what facts you're looking at that you don't see. Just because Donald Trump says that America's a shithole, you know what I mean? Has that dude ever said anything
Yeah,
good
garbage
about
can.
America? Has he ever said anything good about America but taking you
He said,
back to the
yeah, he said it was a
1700s to make
garbage
you a
can.
slave again?
It's a
That
garbage
motherfucker
can.
wants
That's
to
what he said.
invoke alien, what do you call it? An alien immigration act. What do you think he's going to do to niggas over there? He's going to put you back in
Exactly.
slavery. All right, slavery has not been abolished. All right, he's going to
Nope.
find any reason from Jim Crow to fucking stop and frisk to put you back in prison and make you a fucking unpaid slave again.
What
That's
did he
fucking
say?
facts, man.
And he said something about, okay, one of the first things he's going to abolish, what is it, critical race theory. How you going to talk about something you don't know nothing about?
Facts.
You don't know nothing about critical race theory. You don't know
Oh, but
what critical race theory.
he's
He's
a
not
father
even
of IVF, even though he just learned about IVF from a senator a few months ago.
a few
He
months
didn't know what
ago.
the fuck
He's a
IVF was.
motherfucker.
But check this out. Check this out. This is some real talk. Real talk.
Yeah.
If Donald Trump gets back in office, all right, listen. He elected 3 Supreme Court justices that were conservative. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's look at it. There's 2 more,
Well, I
Clarence
ain't gonna
Thomas
push
and Mayorga, whatever.
Ito, whatever his name is.
They're ready to retire. They're ready to retire. So that puts him 2 more. and then there's 2 more ready to retire. This motherfucker has the potential to put 7 fucking conservative judges on the Supreme Court if he wins tonight.
And one of them that is taken up is that one that the chick that's doing his case now in Florida. I forgot her name.
That girl, the young one that just got in.
Yeah, the one that's every time she drops an order, it gets reversed, and they don't nobody respects her, but she's up for a Supreme Court job. Like, how the heck? Like,
okay, I know what you're talking about. The one that delayed his case, in that because she's gonna end up being a
Supreme Court justice.
Supreme Court justice or something in the Department of Justice, something like that.
Oh, they got her nailed. She got her nailed as
Harris is winning Texas right now.
Oh, she is? Well, no, that's just the county she's winning right here. That county.
No, I was looking at the bottom there because Virginia says no, but before it said Texas, she was winning.
So,
Trump is crushing in Georgia.
What has she really accomplished though?
What does any vice president accomplish? She's a vice president. She's not the president. You took civics in high school, bro. You went to high school over there. You know civics. She's a vice president. What the hell is she supposed to do? She's the deciding vote, and she has to go with the person that she's fucking riding with. If you're riding with me, if I'm riding with him, I got your back.
So we don't.
Okay.
What now?
If that's the case, then we don't even need a vice president.
No, we don't need a vice president. The only reason we need a vice president is if the president dies. So when your boy dies, it's going to be J.D. Vance.
Or it becomes incapacitated.
When your boy becomes retarded, and I said it, your boy is retarded. I'm sorry. All right. No.
He's a good guy, man.
Okay, that's the last time I'm saying that word.
Well, man, what I get it, man, but like you're right. Like that's one thing. The saddest thing I say was when he picked J.D. Vance. That was the worst thing he could ever do.
And it wasn't even him that picked it. It was his son. It was Eric Trump that picked it.
I know. And that was
or Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr.
J.D. Vance looks kind of creepy.
He's more than kind of.
He's like the Antichrist or something, man.
That's the problem with him. That's the problem with J.D. Vance being the vice president elect.
But I can't front.
Donald Trump is not the
Vice president looked like some dude that just got off the ship at Walmart.
Yeah, he over there. I mean, he's over there molesting couches and stuff. Like, what the heck? Like, man, come on, now. Let's keep it.
I know. Tim Walz can go to Pennsylvania and Iowa and talk to farmers and actually relate to them. You know what I mean? He understands the crops. He understands the yields. He understands the prices. He understands the tariffs. He understands the incomes and whatnot. Donald Trump, just like Barack said, has never changed a tire in his fucking life. He's never put parts together. He's never served a customer over the counter. He's never had to deal with public opinion other than as a celebrity. You know what I mean? And the thing is, he didn't do anything as president. He did nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, no new wars. Yeah, you bombed the shit out of Soleimani. You know what I mean?
In Iran. I mean, not Iran, Iraq.
He's scared. He didn't pull out anywhere.
So, speaking of the wars, your opinion, what should be him or her? What should their first action be about Ukraine and Russia?
Fuck Ukraine and Russia. Cease all the munitions to Israel.
They gonna end that shit if he become president. Like,
no, they're not. It's not gonna happen. Okay, my opinion is it's not gonna stop neither whoever gets in office. I don't think it's gonna stop either way. It's too far gone now. It's not gonna stop.
Trump wants that APAC money.
Yes, exactly. You right. Yeah, you got it.
He wants that APAC money, and I don't understand why. Okay, Russia's interfering with the election, China's interfering with the election, but Israel can have a whole fucking booster system, APAC, over here, and if you don't want to go with our agenda, then we're gonna boost up your opponent. You know what I mean? Give them millions of dollars to go against
And you know what? And that APAC has been on both. It's on both sides. It's on the Democratic side. They've been bumping out
Well,
Democrats saying,
yeah,
"Don't take
it
the
depends
money."
on who's gonna suck their dick.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
how
I
they
mean?
got the Congressman Jamal Brown. That's how he got out in New York. They got him out of there. They got him out of there because he was
Well,
like, "No, I'm not doing. I'm not following behind what y'all believe as far as Israel."
I
He
know.
he's
What's her name?
gone.
What's her name? AOC.
Yeah,
And she come out and said that they offered her a shit ton of money, and if she
exactly.
didn't take it, they were going to offer it to her opponent, which
Yeah,
has happened regularly.
and that happens on, and that's the one thing that happens on both sides. Like, okay,
Yep.
let's go on Trump. Let's talk about Trump as far as TikTok. Remember, Trump was saying he wanted to get rid of TikTok. He wanted to ban TikTok. Then he switched after one of his donors got stock in TikTok. He's like, "Oh, TikTok is great. You can look it up." He flat out changed and said, "Oh, I like TikTok
Well,
now.
he was
It's
talking. He
great."
was talking shit about electric vehicles until Elon
Yeah,
Musk got on board.
bro. I mean, you can't trust somebody that's gonna flip. Like they say, Kamala flip flop.
What
That's a flip
politician
flop.
don't flip? They all do it.
No,
Yeah, they all do.
this
It's
is a
all
master
money.
class in flip flopping.
Yeah, but yeah,
TikTok though,
Trump,
like
he crisscross. He straight up
they had
trying
to
to take
change the
it.
rules for TikTok.
You said what?
He wanted them to change the rules for TikTok.
Yeah, but he changed his whole thing. He don't got nothing. He don't have no thing on that to say now. One of his back, I can't remember the guy's name, but one of his main backers bought stake in TikTok. He changed his whole position. He wanted to ban TikTok before. He wanted them banned it. But he was like he didn't like how they control what they say about people on social media. The other thing that should be scary about everybody like me online now is that Trump wants to take over the FCC. So what do you think will happen now? So he thinks that you can have presidential power over the FCC. So that means that he can tell you what you can and can't say on the air, and he can basically censor anything. That's Facebook. That's we just talked about this in the comment section. Facebook, Twitter, X, TikTok, whatever social media. He would the presidential. He would have presidential authority, executive powers over that. To say I can shut this down. No, you can. You only can say stuff that I want you to say. Now you want that's a dictator. That's some dictator stuff right then and there. That's no compromise. And then he actually said it. He actually said that that's what he wanted. He wanted to control the FCC, the FBI, the CIA, the DOJ, and I can't remember the last one. But every you can't give a president unchecked power. That's why
No,
that's what you have
they
Congress
made him a
for.
king. The Supreme Court made him a king if he gets in.
Yeah, that's why you got that's what the reason you have Congress. Because if you give him all that power, what's the point of having Congress?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Something else. No president removes or changes any policy that a previous president has done. You know what I mean? As much as Trump wanted to repeal Obamacare, I don't know why he would. You know what I mean? 50 million people are benefiting from it. So why would you want to take it away, especially with the concept of a plan?
He don't have
But
a plan. He
nobody
don't have a
ever,
plan.
like when Obama was doing the drone strikes, it's not like the next president or Trump didn't take them away. He didn't change the policy on that.
Nope.
Nobody changed it. Everybody, and the Supreme Court just gave a president unlimited power.
Exactly.
All right, Obama or Biden didn't change that. He
Nope.
didn't say I'm going to stay in office. Fuck all y'all. I'm going to stay in office. I'm going to do
And
what I
he
want to
can't
do.
say that.
And she's not going to change it. And definitely Trump's not going to change it. He wants that shit.
And that's the thing that I'm tripping out over with that with all these people that support him that's saying that is that okay, Trump said he want that unchecked power. So by by what he's saying, Biden can just say, I don't respect the election. He can say Biden can do what Trump wanted to do. He's like, all right, okay, y'all voted, he won. So I don't respect it. I'm not leaving.
Yeah. January
And
5th,
then
he said, fuck all y'all.
yeah,
January 5th,
and
he'd be
then
like, fuck all y'all.
bro, and then Kamala can do what he thought Mike Pence was supposed to. What he thought Mike Pence was supposed to do.
Right.
Say, I'm not gonna certify it.
Yeah.
Now what? Now
And that's the thing. Like, Mike Pence really didn't have the authority to do that.
exactly. But supposedly he did. So what if Kamala does? If Kamala does that, he
Well,
said, I'm not certifying the election.
it's the same thing as what happens when Biden calls the people that laughed at that joke garbage. The Republican Party trips out,
You
rents a truck, paints it white with a Trump logo on it. He walks around all day in 3 different states with a fucking busy vest on like a fucking idiot.
Give me kind of hitting, ain't it?
So, but okay. So what do y'all think about Kamala though having
I ain't even
Megan Thee
know.
What?
Stallion twerking and shit?
No,
What y'all think of?
what'd you say?
Like
What'd you say, Ken?
what y'all think about Kamala having like Megan Thee Stallion twerking and Glorilla rapping about her moof nuts and fucking
Okay,
and
because
Cardi
Hulk
B
Hogan
up
ripping his
there,
shirt off is better.
Cardi
No,
B up
that
there,
I
you
mean,
know what I'm
I
No.
see what
saying?
Castro's
Got
saying,
she
but
done
that
drug
Hulk
niggas
Hogan
and
thing, he
shit.
should have left Hogan out of it.
Yeah, I ain't
Okay.
like the Hogan
No,
shit.
That's the thing. Like, okay,
Bro,
same as
hold.
Case told me, because I said something. Sorry, Case, interrupting you, but
No, no, okay, go, go.
I want to make your point, and you can speak on it.
Yeah.
But same as I reached out to you, because I was like, Glorilla might not be the best look, but they're appealing to the younger voters, the people that have not been out there. All right,
Might not like what he's
just
saying.
as much as I don't like young hip hop, I don't like this new version of hip hop. It doesn't mean it doesn't have value to the people that do like it. You know what I mean? And if it does influence, who the fuck is Hulk Hogan influencing? All
Yeah,
right,
I don't know about that.
Hulkamaniacs.
And to add on to what you're saying, there's two things to add on to that. I don't want to cut nobody off, but two things to add on that. One, to counter what you said about having Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla, I mean, Donald Trump had one Kid Rock. Two, he had Amber Rose. They had Amber Rose speaking at the Republican. Amber Rose, she
and
has an
she's switched
OnlyFans
since.
right
She's switched
now.
since.
Yeah, she don't make no sense, but you had Amber Rose speaking at the Republican National Convention, speaking like she had speaking like
Like she had
why?
value.
Who are you influencing? And
She
then you
spoke
have
to
people
she
like
spoke to
But she's not relevant, is she?
but
she
she
what?
spoke. She wasn't up there twerking and shit. They got Megan up
No,
there twerking and rapping and
they were
Glorilla
there for
rapping
perform. They were there for performance. They was there for performance. That wasn't a that's what that and that's part of the performance. At the same thing, you had
that shit
It was to
yeah,
ratchet.
keep the energy.
but at
Listen,
Trump
when Donald Trump shows up 3 hours late and motherfuckers are waiting and leaving,
and
He
playing
had a Joe
dancing the
Rogan interview.
YMCA.
yeah, dancing the
His
YMCA like he's jerking off two dudes.
No, no. The best is that he had people going on stage coming. Well, no, to counter that, the comedian that he had on, he said the
Yeah,
jokes that he said. That's you're never gonna see that. And then the main thing I'm gonna say about that is look at their entire campaign. That like to be totally honest, and I'm not being biased or nothing. Look at their both campaigns. Kamala's campaign has been mostly positive. She doesn't go up there and call
Negative.
this man out his name, call his
Yes, you
family
do.
out his name. She goes up there and pass topics and she talks about what she's doing. Trump goes on the stage. He has every right to. He should be come in. He does not come with policy. He comes and insults this woman. He called her stupid, low IQ, dumb.
for two
Uh,
hours at a time.
She
for
do the
2 hours
same
at a
shit though.
time.
She do the
He,
same thing.
but that no, she where okay, show me where she please show me where she said call him dumb.
No,
She didn't call this
she's a
man out his
bully.
name.
She's a bully
What
too.
where? Please show me
Man,
where. I'm not
the whole
where.
Democrat Party is fucking bullies, bro. Straight up
What?
bullies. You know how much
That part
bullying I've been getting? I've been getting bullied like a motherfucker since I
That's on a
started voting.
personal level. That's not on a democratic level.
Man,
and
that's
I'm not, you
Democrat
know what I'm
level.
saying? Hey, I'm not attacking. You know what I'm saying? I feel you should vote for whoever you feel that you should vote for. So that's not every Democratic person is like that. But and
Man,
you
they
have every
all
right
like
to vote.
that. You ain't how you black? How you black? You ain't voting Democrat. That don't make no sense. You black.
You're
You don't
right.
want to
I
vote for
agree
the
with you
black
on that.
lady.
That's not
You don't
right.
want to vote for the black lady. She black. How
You're
you not
right.
gonna
You're
change?
right. You,
How you not like? How you
oh,
not gonna
That
make
that is
changes?
true, man. Like
I
it's
agree.
like
I agree. There is
if
people like that.
you black, you automatically supposed to vote Democratic, and that's what a lot of people think, and that's not right. It ain't fair.
Yeah.
Like people should
You're
have their
right.
own mind
You're
for what they
100%
should
right.
vote. And what pisses me off is I see people on Facebook. If you vote for Kamala, you ain't my friend. You vote for Trump, you ain't my friend. Well, then you weren't my friend in the first place
Right.
because it's
Exactly. I
my
agree with that.
opinion.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
this has nothing to do with friendships because we're all gonna hit the stage again. We're all gonna party
No,
again.
we all good. Like,
We're all good.
No,
but I'm
It's
just
just
saying, people out
okay.
there like that I
No,
see on my timeline, I'm like, what the heck? That's not your business. It's like people should have their own way. They should way they think, and it
But
shouldn't
that,
persuade friendship at all. And that's what pisses me
hey,
off and irks me so bad.
well, can I speak to that? Because I know, I like the reason a lot of black people do that is because of what you hear Republicans, a lot of Republican politicians say. That's what it is. But you're right. That shame and stuff doesn't make any type of sense. That
Yeah,
don't make
Kamala. Hey,
that's like
sorry, bro. I'm sorry,
yeah.
bro. We're just looking at some numbers. Kamala is fucking curb stomping this nigga in Michigan.
Yeah,
Well, I
she,
knew that was coming. Yeah, and
She's
he was here.
he's fucking her up in well, he got He got, what was that, Georgia? Now
that
she
was
got
Georgia. She
Carolina,
got North
North
Carolina.
Carolina.
He got North Carolina.
No, she got North Carolina.
She got by 52 to 46 and a half.
Wow, wow.
No,
He got
Michigan was different.
She got
Man,
you
Virginia.
Michigan
What
was
know.
the
up on
fuck?
the
Hey,
She
phone.
got
We
y'all know.
spoke
Virginia?
23 minutes ago.
You know. North
She's up 3 points in Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia. She's taking.
Man, y'all know North Carolina. That's Nikki Haley. That's and Tim Scott.
Well, the thing is, like I said, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Those are the ones.
Yeah, if you get those three, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
And she's up in Michigan. And she's curb stomping them in
Man,
Michigan.
she become
I knew that was
president, we
happening.
fucked.
That was
We
Michigan.
fucked
Michigan
if
was
she
But
looking.
become
They was
remember,
president.
looking blue.
he's up. Period. He has 90 electoral, and she has 27. So
She definitely needs those 3 states.
We'll
Yeah.
be fucked if she become president, I'm telling you. Like
Why?
chocolate
Like
fucked.
what's gonna change? What's gonna change?
Everything. They're gonna fucking Russia, China. They already gonna take over, man. They already trying to start a new
Take over
currency and
what?
shit. Like
How?
They're
they
gonna take
joining
over
forces.
Taiwan and Ukraine.
They joining forces, man. They already
So
making
well,
their
see,
own
okay.
hold
currency
on,
and
Cashman,
shit.
hold on. So right now, China ain't really happy with Russia because of North Korean troops in Ukraine. China ain't liking that, and if they start fighting and get killed, China's gonna be really pissed off because right now China ain't really feeling Russia, but they got the same common enemy, which is the United States.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we got to watch how that plays out too.
And the only reason they liked Trump when he was in office is because they can manipulate that motherfucker.
Exactly.
You can't
And he
manipulate
got
him.
money from both of them.
He got money from both of them. He definitely got money. Listen, open up your MAGA hat and look at who made that motherfucker. It was China. All right.
No, he got money from both. He got paid by both. There's a straight up fact when they were talking about crying about Biden got some X amount of dollars, got $2 million. Trump got like $60 million from China.
Even
And
before he was
his
even
brother
before
in
he was
law,
in office, he was pressuring Ukraine to give up some bullshit. He
and his
took money
brother in
from
law got
China.
2 billion.
Takes money
Oil
from Russia. He gave Russia COVID
money.
testing. Like, I don't give a fuck about COVID testing, but still, he gave Russia all that shit. You know what I
So he
mean?
got
These
money.
are
He got
facts laid
money,
out.
but Joe gave money away.
Huh?
Who?
And so he got money, but Joe was just giving money away.
Okay.
Joe
So
gave shitload of money to
do you get
Ukraine. They
bribed
all
by
fucking
giving money
died.
away?
Huh?
Do you get bribed by giving money away? Like, who do you give money to?
No, Joe gives all our money to Ukraine.
He
Fucking
was
left and right.
if Trump was in office, he was
Listen,
doing it. He would
every
be doing
fucking
it.
politician is a warmonger. Don't tell me a
They
fucking
would,
politician has not been a warmonger since the beginning of time. All right? George Bush went into Iraq and Afghanistan for no reason. Just because he said that
Because his
people,
daddy.
huh?
Because his daddy.
Tried to kill my daddy.
Well, yeah, because his daddy didn't win the fucking Gulf conflict. He went back in. So don't tell me the Democrats are warmongers and Republicans aren't. They're all warmongers. All
they're
they
all
want to do is go
warmongers.
back
Yeah.
and rebuild that shit so that they can get the fucking money. Like
And
what's his name there? What's his name? Cheney.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Hey, but you also know that you said as far as Biden giving money away, Trump spent over $6 trillion,
Thank you.
and that's why America was in debt. That's why the two times that's why you have Mike Johnson as the Speaker of the House because he got removed from McCarthy because he couldn't unify the sides of the House. That's why they had him. That's why they had him removed. As soon as he got elected in, he got took out, and that's why Mike Johnson is on a fence right now, fighting with Marjorie Taylor Greene,
What's up, little T?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, because They don't want anything to be bipartisan. Right, bipartisan. They want
Well,
all
that's
it.
the thing. That border bill was straight up bipartisan,
Right?
written by a
That border bill
Republican.
was Republican. It was it was barely bipartisan. It was a Republican bill. They
Yeah,
shot
but
that
it was
down.
bipartisan in the fact that they were all voting for it
Yeah,
until Trump stepped in and said, "Don't do it. This is going to
yeah,
be a point of interest when I run for election."
Wait, can y'all
exactly.
see me?
So another topic I wanted to bring up, abortion, and I know that's like one of the hottest topics. You know, like what are your take on it, Case? Because I know you got something on that
On what?
abortion.
On abortion? Well, dang, why you say I got something on it? Like I did something.
I
I'm saying, like, what the hell? What you trying to imply?
am just saying, like,
Like, hey, like what the? No. But my thing is like I think women. I'm a strong proponent for women, the women's rights, the women's reproductive rights, and I think a man is not supposed to be telling, especially the government is not supposed to be telling a woman what to do with her body.
so let me ask you
Um,
this question.
yeah.
So, and it's kind of two different ways. So, if a man wants the baby and a woman don't, she should make that decision.
Okay. I like you
No, no,
said that.
no. Hold on. Yes or no?
Should the woman make that decision? You said just a yes or no.
Yeah. She make that decision herself. Like, if the guy like, I want this baby, and she like, I don't want it. It's my body. Abort it. What do you
I
think?
think it's her. Yeah, I think it's her right.
Okay. The guy, the girl, she wants the baby, and the guy don't. So he should pay child support.
Unfortunately, it's her body.
But
But
she wants the baby. He don't.
that's
She has the
why.
baby.
Okay,
Still
okay,
has to pay child support.
okay. Let me go into
Did
this. Let's go. Let's delve into this. Let's delve a few things into this. One, you can always give up custody of that child. That's the first thing. A lot of guys seem to forget. You decide sign away your custody. You don't have nothing to do with that child. Cool.
But
Before you
does
got the
that
girl
exonerate
pregnant,
you
maybe you should
from
have threw it
child
on.
support?
It doesn't exonerate you from child support.
No, yes it
Not in the
does.
state of Michigan.
Yes it does.
So explain how there are fathers right now, well, supposed to be fathers, that prove that they're not the father by
Because
DNA, but the name is
because
on the birth certificate, and by law they still have to pay child support, even though they
if
never
you're
slept with that woman.
because if you have if you've been taking care of that child for X amount of time, that would consider you as a parent of that they consider you like guardian. You get guardianship of that.
But no,
That's
I'm
what
not
they,
saying in that situation. I'm just
okay.
saying because
I
there's
had
Castro,
this
situ-
shit happen for real.
Castro. Sorry, I'm sorry. We'll go back to this, but Castro, you got munchies like a motherfucker, don't you?
Hey, hey, look, my camera wasn't working. I ain't see, my shit was frozen. Y'all see me eating all that
You
candy?
chewing your ass
I
off.
know he like because he did have a fat one.
I'm sorry, Case. Go back to what you're saying. I'm
You
sorry.
know,
So
he's kind of
Nah, it's
child support versus
I mean,
giving up
okay.
custody.
First of all, with Michigan is the worst state in the country as far as child support. We all know that. It's the
we
worst
both
state
know
in
that
the country.
personally.
Personally, I know that, and that's on both sides. And then it's very female oriented. You know, it's catered towards the woman versus the man. But
Oh, Christ.
when it comes down to it, it's like
That's a baby.
it's that we not care. Like at the end of the day, we not the ones carrying the baby. We not surrendering 9 months. Our health is not a man. You can go knock a lady up and go knock somebody else up, knock somebody else up. Now we've seen that. We know people that do that.
Personally, we do
Personally.
on this side of the board.
Yeah, no, but you know that it is what it is. So you know you got to take that into account. And I don't think that the government should be telling women what they because I think it's a slippery slope. Because I think the next thing they're gonna tell you is who you can and can't have sex with. That's the next step, and it's coming. Yeah,
Well, they're
that's the
trying to
next
do
step.
that now. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
not.
trying to do it
Listen,
now.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely not for that whole alphabet community. I'm about live and let live. I
yeah,
don't like it being forced on me. I don't like
yeah,
it being in every one of my sitcoms and every one of my TV shows and every one of the
yeah.
movies.
I
I
agree.
don't need it forced on me. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? But I'm a live and
live
let
and let
live.
live.
Live and let live. His name
Mine
is
is
Tim
live and
Walsh.
let live.
It's none of your business unless it's affecting my income, my money, my family. That is none of my business.
Exactly.
Exactly. I don't
But
care.
don't
It's none of
force it
my
on me
business.
Yeah, don't put it on every TV show. Don't put it on every commercial. Don't you don't like. I'm already
Yeah, I
going by
agree.
society's rules. You don't have to force more on me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I hate that. I hate like one thing I used to say was like we watching a sitcom and they changed the character and made them like gay and made them. It just didn't make sense. So, but it's not. But I'm not. Don't have a thing against anybody in that community. I'm like, you can do what you want to do. I don't care. But I know for a fact some of these lies that they say about it being school teaching kids to be animals or girls being boys, girls and stuff. That's stupid. My
Ain't
I
nobody gone
my
to
kids ain't
school and
never,
come home a different sex. Never
bro.
in
My
the
kid.
history of
You ain't gonna
life.
come home and get a different sex, but it's gonna be a fucking hate crime for you to be against it.
Well,
It depends on how you react to it.
yeah, how you react to it. I
You can
wouldn't
be
care. It's none of
against
my,
it and keep your mouth shut.
yeah, I don't
If it's
care.
your
It's none of
kid,
my.
if it's your kid and your kid want to go and get a sex change and all that shit, and then you against it, it's gonna be a hate crime.
Then you
No,
raise your kid wrong. Raise your kid to mind their own business.
Yeah, but then it's not everybody can do that though.
Why not?
Because you got some kids that might just think that way, and then it's like, oh,
They
I
think
don't
that
want
way
that.
because of their parents.
no,
Yeah,
and
I
some
mean, but
kids,
hey,
but you can't put that all. No, sometimes you can't put that all on their parents. Some kids are just like that. But who's
yeah,
to say if that's that kid? That's your kid. That's that kid. But you can still get there's thing called counseling. You get the kids counseling and stuff, and to find out. But I wouldn't. I don't think. And young kids aren't getting that surgery. That's not happening. That's not
No,
happening.
it's not
That's not
happening
happening
before
at
16.
all.
It's not happening without a
It's
bunch of
not.
consultations with
Yeah,
psychologists and
you
doctors or
can't. They
parents.
can't.
they're gonna be
Yeah,
going
you
to
can't
jail
get
just
that
to get
surgery
sex
until
change.
you're 18. That's a fact. You
Listen,
can't get it
any
for
crime,
legal.
whether it's a crime against, listen, if a bunch of white guys jump me, that's a fucking crime. If a
It's a
bunch
hate
of
crime
people
too.
jump a homo, that's a fucking
It's a
crime.
crime. It's a crime.
You know what I mean? If a bunch of people jump a Japanese dude, that's a fucking crime. All
Yeah,
right,
it's
so I
because
don't understand why you're trying to separate. A crime is a fucking crime. Just
exactly,
leave people alone
exactly. They just,
until
I
they
mean,
step
They want
until they step on
but
your
most of them
property,
don't care.
until they affect your family, until they affect your income. Then leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah, in
But
fact, man. And the thing is,
you
most
know
of them
how
don't care
dangerous the gay
anyway. It's
community
it's, it's
is.
a scare tactic. It's blood. It's a culture thing. It's a culture. It's scaring people. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Scarapy. Did you say scarapy?
Yeah,
Like
scaring people.
therapy was
Scaring people.
scaring it? Scarapy?
Scary
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm over
people.
here.
that seems to be the Republican motto right now.
I'm over
Is
here fighting.
scarapy.
Look, y'all have to
Because
excuse me. I'm fighting my son right now.
listen, if Trump had such an issue with the border, then why didn't he fix it in the 4 years he was in office? It was the
Yeah,
same amount of people coming across the border in
yup,
2016
same
as it
amount of
was in
people.
2020. And
Same
don't
amount
tell
of
me any
people.
different.
Yeah, yeah. And the immigrants have not changed, has not affected the economy at all.
He
No
even did
way.
a Muslim ban, and there's still like
And crime. The crime is lower than in immigrant
murder. Murder was
immigrants
the
is
highest
lower.
it ever been under the Trump administration.
Exactly. Dude, I can go to the newspaper right now and be like, boom, show you plenty. Dude, some people just got shot yesterday. It was all on my thing. There weren't no immigrants. There was some Detroit.
You know what the thing is? Is the thing is like
It is what it is.
Trump
It is
supporters
what
can't
it
give
is.
me a good thing to say about Trump, but they can always say a bad thing to say about Kamala.
Yeah.
They can
And
never say anything good
What
about
did
Trump.
Trump? What did Trump do about? What did Trump do for the black colleges?
nothing.
Gave him
I mean, no,
gave
no,
him a
yo, you're right.
penance.
You're right.
Gave
No,
him a
no.
little minuscule
We just
amount
talked about this.
compared
We
to
just
what.
talked
Yeah,
about
go
this.
ahead, Case. Tell him.
Yeah,
Tell
we
him
just
the
talked about
numbers.
this. Okay, Trump put 28 million to black colleges.
Barely anything.
That's more. That's
Well,
more than any.
no,
That's more than
no,
any other
okay,
president.
no,
That's not
okay.
even an NFL
Let's say,
contract, bro.
well, how much do you think?
That's not
How
even
much
a
do you
fucking
think Bernie
NFL
Sanders?
contract. $28 million. That's not one year
But
in that
they
fucking
was getting. They
NFL.
was getting
And he
way less than
wanted to
that though.
distribute that over
Every
all the HSBUs. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
but
Peter.
now,
they was getting
hey,
way less
hey,
than that.
hey, Kay, how much do you think? How much
That's
do
you
you
can't
think?
split.
Hey, hold up. Let me ask him. How much do you think Biden Harris gave to Black Heritage?
It's in
How
the
much you
piece,
think?
bro.
How much? How much you think?
Shit. After Trump did it,
No, I'm just saying. How much
Wow.
you think they did?
I don't
They did 6.8 billion,
know.
and they still
Bro,
giving money to colleges. That's
you
six
can
point eight
spend
billion
$28 million
versus
dollars in
28
a
million.
year. How are you going to spread that out over all the HSBUs?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Look at the
I'm
facts.
just
Look
saying.
at the facts, not the talking points.
Yeah, like I said, I bring facts. Like I said, I don't take. There's certain things that Trump has done that I wouldn't take away from. As far as him dealing with foreign leaders and stuff, yeah, he has a little more but he does not know policy. He hasn't even like I said, he literally signed 5 policies in his entire presidency. Five, that don't make no sense. That's you're not doing your job. Five
And,
policies.
and
All you have to do is
even
look
when
up.
you want to
It's not
impose all
fake
the,
news. It's facts. I'm not trying to badmouth the man because my thing is, and I'm pretty sure, smooth like that, needle like that. I mean, you like that. You want somebody that's gonna benefit you. You got kids. You got daughters. You want the government telling your daughters what they can and can't do with their bodies?
I wanted to ask him the same
So
thing.
so
Yeah.
he don't want it to be up to the state.
He said he wanted to be up to the state. He wants the states to determine
Why
that.
should it
He
be
said
up to
he'll
any
work,
government body?
huh?
So
Why should it be up to any government body? Why should any
No,
government
it
body
shouldn't
have
have
stay
to.
over a woman's body?
you really think
It
states
doesn't
can go
matter if it's
against it though?
municipal, state, or federal.
No, what'd you say? What'd you say, Cass?
Y'all really think the states can go against it though?
Yeah, I think
Some have already.
certain states right now certain states already have banned abortion. And here's this: you have Ohio, and Texas, and I forgot the other state. They tracking you. So if you are pregnant and you try to go to another state, you can get arrested because they say you can't leave the state to go have an abortion. One girl just died just a few weeks ago because the doctors were scared to perform
CNR.
on her because they thought they would have to wind up going to jail because of the abortion ban in Florida.
I think the one you're talking about, she took
Yeah,
after the abortion The pill, morning after pill.
yeah,
she took the abortion pill,
she bled to death because she
and
couldn't
she
do it.
had to sit there in emergency, and
Yeah,
that
and
because
died.
nobody wanted to do a DNC because they would go to jail for doing a
Yep,
DNC on this woman that had a partial fetus still rotten in her body, and she ended up
yeah,
dying with a 6-year-old at home.
That's
yep,
fucked
and
up.
that's what they. Mm. Or
You know what I mean?
here's
Like,
another
we
thing.
all have
Like,
kids. We all have kids. My son is thankfully grown. He's an adult. All right. You guys have young children at home, and you guys have daughters at home. All
yeah,
right. So I don't. I know you guys don't want to picture your daughters being pregnant. I don't. I know you guys don't want to picture your daughters being sexually abused. I know you don't want to picture this
look like
stuff. All right.
you don't want to be
But
no grandpa no
I
like
mean, all
that.
right. My oldest has been pregnant twice, so
Oh,
well, grandpa or not, grandpa or not. I'm just saying. You
man.
guys, all three of you guys have daughters. I have one dick to worry about, my sons. You guys have
Yeah,
every dick to
multiple.
worry about. So
Yeah,
what happens when the
everyone
wrong
has.
dick gets into your daughter and she doesn't have the right to do what she wants to do, whether it's abortion, adoption, whether she can't get pregnant and she needs IVF? Like,
Yeah.
where the fuck does Donald Trump get off calling himself the father of IVF when he doesn't even know what the fuck it means? And what is so wrong? You're not allowed to abort a baby, but you're not allowed to artificially inseminate yourself.
And to add on what you said, when you have the baby, you don't get the money for the child care and the help with the education and the raising because you're not getting
Not from the
so
Republicans.
yeah,
Now,
it
granted,
goes back.
granted, I don't see. Listen, you need to stop eating all them gummies. You just munching the shit out of that. I don't know if you got edibles or just you just munching on shit. Casho gonna be Casho 24/7. He just sitting there just chomping away. That must have been some good. Yeah, you know, gummy clusters. You got the nerd gummy clusters. Are those edibles or? Look like
Nah,
edibles.
nah, they regular.
Nerds
Okay,
gummy clusters.
hey Nito,
Yeah.
In the I guess to go into another segment. Okay, let's throw race into this now. Now, that's the one thing that I think that if we all black, white, we all black. First thing they're gonna say, first thing we get told is like, why everything got to be about race? When this whole presidential election, it's about race.
Hmm.
It's a sad thing in 2024 that it's about race, but it is. And
He
like
just
on
found out
one
she was
end, like
black.
yeah,
So the whole thing. So by me living in Windsor, like we were talking about, there's plethora, a lot of Indians everywhere. You could throw a rock outside the house and you hit an Indian. There's nothing wrong with that. I have no
yeah,
problem because I party with them. I mean, I hang out with them, and down the street. And
yeah.
I've talked to a couple of them and asked them about Kamala, and they're like, a couple of them said they don't even really think she Indian, and then a couple of them said, nah, ugh. A lot of them don't support her, and I'm like, dude, that's your peoples, man. Like,
I know. I seen a lot of
Well,
Indians at the rally.
a lot
yeah,
of them are really not really for her. And the funny
but
thing about it is, if you want to go on the race thing, all her old interviews, she never said she was black. She always claimed that she was Indian.
Yeah,
well, I
that's what I'm
mean,
saying.
okay, well, she was an AKA, and she went to Howard. I, it is what it is. But she said she's a black. She claims a black woman. Her daddy black, so we all know about the whole interracial thing.
I
So
mean, I don't care, what color you are. If you just get in
yeah,
office and make stuff happen, that's beautiful.
She
yeah,
looked black as a
But I'm just
motherfucker.
speaking in this situation when it comes to like, like you said about race and everything. We just have to see what's going to
yeah.
happen.
My
I
thing,
mean,
one thing I didn't like what people did was like I heard some people say, okay, if you don't want to vote for her because of her policy, that's fine. But when people say I'm not voting for her because it's a woman, that's ridiculous. Like that don't make no sense.
nah,
And I've
like,
heard
Well,
people
my
say
grandma
that,
voted for her. My grandma voted for her
huh?
because That's why my grandma voted for her
Because she was
because
a woman.
because
That's
she
it.
a black woman.
See,
Change. Let's change
I,
history.
I
Black
get it,
woman.
put
I
Michelle in
get
there.
it,
Oprah.
I get it.
Only the
But
rights.
no, I mean, I get it. But at the
That's
same
why I
time, I'm
voted for
saying,
Obama.
yeah, you're right. A lot of people did vote for Obama just because he was black. It was a state. But at the same time, when Trump got elected, a lot of white people voted for him because he was a white dude. Like, because I wanted, and I know he was going against Hillary Clinton, but it was like if you looked at his campaign, and I did. Because at first I just did not, I didn't even think he was gonna win the Republican nomination. I was like, "There's no way" until I saw the debate. And I was like, he wiped the
I'll make
floor
some
with all of
for
them,
you
which
guys.
were impressive. But then when I seen
While
his
we're at it.
campaign and I seen who he was appealing
This
to,
not using it?
you got David Duke, you got
No,
Steve
no,
Bannon, you got
no.
all
It's
these
so
alt
good.
right people.
Like,
I was like, okay, I see where he's
The right
going with this.
promotion is
And
horrible.
that's nerve
a
moving.
lot of people because they were mad that
That's
a
proper.
lot of white people did not like the fact that Obama was in office. And they wanted to make sure that a white man got back in office. I know a few people. There's people at my job that vote like that's voting like that right now. I've had people tell that to me to my face. That they want hey, we need more whiteness in the in office. They can't see me voting for a black woman. I've heard people straight at my job tell me that. I'm like, son, like, first of all, I couldn't believe the boldness of this white dude saying this to me. Like, bro, you might as well say the N word, you know what I'm saying? But
That's
it's
good.
their opinion, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you who to vote for, but it's just like that stuff is just like
Work at 5.
it's like I'd
Yeah,
rather go off people's policies than anything at the end of the
it's
day. And that's what I said when when these politicians go and then you go out, you should base yourself on their policies and how they gonna affect you, affect your family, and affect your pocket.
Hardcore hip hop.
That's all I say with that.
Oh, we about to get it
They
that way.
not. That's how I look at
I
stuff.
told you, just do the Trump.
Hey,
I
so
look at
check
her
it
like
out.
child tax credit and all that. She got
We got
there's some
like
stuff that made
14 minutes left,
you
but
can't even
I
buy
want to
a
like,
house and she
cause
got the child tax credit and she got that first time house buyers credit too. So those two things that I'm looking at for real, like yo, I can use that. That's what
I
I'm
seen
looking
that.
at.
oh, that's
I'm
a
looking
Jackson.
at
I
that.
seen
I
that.
look at that. I'm
I was
looking at
look
that
at her
versus.
trying to throw some
It
shit
should
in
be.
there.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm looking at that versus somebody that's not off. There's. I mean, he said something about what is it? What I mean, well, I don't work in the restaurant service, industry. So what he said, well, both of them now they saying about not taxing on tips and stuff, and then he said they're gonna take the income tax off of what did he say? I forgot what it was something that you talk. Oh, for
I don't think they'll get rid of the IRS because I'm gonna tell you like this personally. IRS got me bad a couple of
the
months ago.
IRS is the most powerful part of the government.
Yeah,
You can't beat the IRS.
they don't play. Like they levied me
No,
two
nobody can beat
checks.
the IRS.
They levied
Like
me two checks. I mean, I worked out a
nobody.
deal with them, but the deal
The
is still
IRS
kind of
is
on
more.
their side. But you don't play
Dude,
with the IRS.
The IRS is more dangerous than the U.S. Army. The IRS
Bruh,
gets if they
they will
want
make
you,
your
they get
life
you.
a living hell. Like
Yeah,
I'm
if they
still
want
trying
you,
to
they
climb
get
out.
you.
I'm still trying to climb out because I told you like I'm going through a lot of
Yeah,
and just because
bro.
of them, they hurt me twice.
All right, well,
The
check this
IRS.
out. Then. That being said, to your point, like Kamala would say, but the fact that she's talking about not putting your medical bills on your credit report is that something that's happening over there?
Yeah, so here.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
bro.
Kamala said that
What?
your medical record, your medical bills should not go on your credit report.
They
No,
shouldn't.
they shouldn't.
So
But
that's
they
a
do,
policy. That's a policy she's putting forward. All right. No,
bro.
I say that not all her policies are viable. All right. You can't give everybody that has a baby $6,000 credit. They have to earn
Bro.
it somehow. Every small business that opens, you can't give them $25,000. You can give them some kind of not a stipend, but
I think you had to
rebate or
qualify
something on
for
their
it.
tax return or something like that. But it's no like Donald Trump gave corporations and billionaires tax cuts, and all that did was keep the government from reaping the benefits of those tax funds. You know what I
The
mean?
tax cut.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
he
that
upped the
tax cut was
spending. He upped the spending while not improving the infrastructure, but he kept spending more and more money. You know what I
the
mean?
So
tax
I
cut was
remember when he first got in
120%.
office. I remember this very clear. When he got in office, he did some type of cut where my company gave me an $800 bonus. Like literally. Now
That's a that's
that
a
that that I was like, whoa, because that $800 came in perfect. Like
well,
Wasn't he mad
that's
about that
that's
though?
that's your
say what?
Wasn't Trump mad about that? Because like some companies wasn't supposed to get it or something.
Well, he gave it to my company, and then when he was like, "Hey,"
Yeah, it's a
I was like, "Oh,
there's a
That's the thing.
43. It's a
Some companies got that benefit and shared it with their employees and shareholders. Other
yup.
companies
You're
got that
right.
money and
That's
just
right.
ran with it.
that's why."
That's why he started. But that's because some of them companies negotiated with their because unionized. So if you unionize, a lot of them, a lot of unions they negotiated like, hey, it's called profit share. So when you get in that profit, you get in that. Like my plan is like that. So when the company got bad, but our company they kind of stiffed us on so but you know how that
Well,
goes.
that's it.
But
Like a tax deduction is not necessarily a profit to be shared.
yeah, but some companies will say, okay, well, we got this, so this goes to this it goes to our our employees and stuff. Some companies did it. Some would just put it in their pocket and just like, hey, it is what it is. Because I know a lot in that because my where I work, it's like a lot of they did that. They looked out for the employees and stuff. But some places just pocketed this stuff and was like, hey, y'all taking this thing because they trying to. But that's on both sides because right now that tax cut that Trump had issued is at 34%. It's a 34% tax cut, tax break. So if you're making X amount of dollars, you're like in a millionaire, you're like in that million bracket. That's what you get that tax, you get that tax cut. But it leaks down to us because we wind up having to pay more to cover that tax cut. So, and he already promised that if he go back office, that he was gonna make the tax cut bigger. It's on video. He said it. He told them, "I'm gonna give y'all another tax cut." He flat out said it. He said when he talked to the oil companies, he said his stuff is up for sale. He said if you endorse me or you put X amount of dollars towards my campaign fund, I promise y'all a tax cut. And it's right. They got it right on video. It's like Fox News was even playing it. I was stunned, but
Hey,
you know,
Castro,
Yeah.
you got AT&T internet?
Dog.
What do you have?
AT&T.
Yeah, AT&T. I can tell because it's saying your connection's going in and out. You should
Yeah.
like, you should get some Xfinity. I'm just saying. Shameless plug.
Nah, he out
You
here.
know, I was with Xfinity and fucking left them for AT&T. I'm so pissed off.
I mean, like, I can have an agent call you tomorrow and set you up with some Xfinity.
Oh,
I
what
mean,
the? You over here? Oh
Yeah.
man,
I don't know who
ABC
I hate
always be
more.
closing.
you
I
still
don't know who I
working?
hate more, anything, AT&T or the girl who had me sign up for that bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more Xfinity over
So
here.
check, so check this out. Before we go, because we got a few minutes left for this connection's over. Um, and we were supposed to like get into more hip hop, which we did. I got a question for both of you, and I'm not sure how careful you want to answer this or whatever. So when Trump was in Detroit, he did have a hip hop artist come out.
Vezo or
No, not
Trick
him.
Trick?
Trick
Trick
Trick.
Trick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that?
I mean, shit. Like that's who Trick support. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. Like Trump. You know what I'm saying? He fuck with the gangsters. He fuck with the street niggas and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what businessmen do. You know, so like of course he gonna reach out to the real people. You know what I'm saying? To the real people that's in the city and shit. You gotta think about Trick Trick. Trick face was on Fox 2 News every damn day. You know what I'm saying? And the little morning little things and all of that. Like, he's like he's important. He's important to the city. You know what I'm saying? So for him to reach out to him and have him come out, that's a big thing. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is huge.
And
Yeah.
and, and like and like that just shows you a lot of people here, you know what I'm saying? That just shows you where we at. Because like as a kid, like I said, I was always brainwashed, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you black, you vote Democrat. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we do because we black. And my granddad died poor. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I don't know.
Case, your take on
Well,
Trick Trick?
Trick, well, I heard he got paid to be up on there. That's what I heard. I mean, I don't know if he support him. That's his right to support. Just like I said, I kind of agree more with and I know Eminem came out for Kamala and stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that
gay.
so I wonder what's the dynamic, because I know it was Bizarre, Eminem, Royce, they all for but I wonder what that dynamic is because they all cool. But it is what it is. But I agree with what Bezo said because he said that he wanted to know what both candidates what they're gonna do for what they're gonna do for the community. That's what his whole thing was. He said he met with Trump and then he met with and he talked to and he got remember when they were here when they had the town hall he was the one throwing he was the one throwing the questions to. So
I was
I
there.
like I said, huh? Oh,
I
you were
was there
there?
at
Yeah,
his panel when he had all them Killer Mike and all of them out there.
for Charlemagne. It was Charlemagne was doing it, and they had
No. He had something before that too. They had Killer Mike and
okay because
Benny Siegel and all
I
of them out there.
yeah I just know
Corn.
yeah, because I know Charlemagne they did a town hall here. But that's always one of the persons that was asking the questions and stuff. He was asking her questions and stuff. And like I said, I appreciate that. Like his
Pissed
whole
her
point was
off.
I want somebody that's gonna support, gonna support. I want you to answer all these questions, and he answered the questions. So, but as far as Christian go,
Shit, my shit, damn
yeah,
socialist.
he pick whoever he wanted to.
Hey, he made Vezo pissed her off though.
Yeah, oh, he did.
Oh,
Hey, like I said,
Hillary says she can
at
give
the
me a
end
ride.
of the day, it don't matter who. It's like you pick who you want to pick. No, hey, like you said,
You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
care.
Vezo made Kamala mad.
It wasn't that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
That
it's
don't
all right,
surprise
hey
me though.
guys, we gotta wrap up soon. Like 3 minutes
Okay.
left.
hey,
Thank you guys for definitely coming. Case closed. King Castro. Also, we had
Okay.
Councilman Ronaldo. My mentor, the promoter. His movie's coming out the end of the
Yeah.
month. Make sure you check it out. Of course, Smoov Daddy in the house live. He's
Listen,
actually live.
I'm checking out these polls right now, and it's gonna be interesting as things close out on the West Coast, because like I told you earlier, like people like to go to sleep on the East Coast and think they're ahead, but we all know that Washington, um, Colorado, Oregon, California are all blue. So when those votes come in 3 hours later, you can't act surprised.
And another thing I want to bring up, since it's all four of us right now, and I'm gonna put this on blast and all the people watching. We got four hip hop heads in here that done shows in this city. We need to collab on something humongous. I mean, humongous.
I'm already planning May 519er day.
That's a given. Like that was your
Well,
day. You the one that started it. Not everybody jumping on that bandwagon. If you
well,
think about it, they all jumping on that bandwagon.
okay, listen. In all honesty, you guys all know the reason I started Shield. All right, like Society for Hip Hop. I told you. Come on.
It's shameless plugs.
No, it's not shameless.
Shameless plug. I mean, you wore the shirt. You talking about Shield? Here it is.
No, but
You gotta get the camera shot so you can see it, man.
listen, you were just talking about how we all need to four collaborate. All right, we got Who's Got Next. We got one of the best MCs in what do you call it? I want to call
In
it
the universe.
the bi-country area,
Oh
In
god.
the
Border
multiverse.
City.
the border city,
Border cities.
border cities.
Multiverse. No, multiverse. Get it right.
Multiverse. Oh god.
No, multiverse. No, there's only two verses. But no, we got the border cities. We got one of the best MCs in the border city. We got fucking Who Got Next, one of the best promoters in the border cities, border cities, whatever you want to call them. We got DJ Needle, one of the Windsor's best DJs, and that, and me, the oldest head in the fucking universe apparently.
Oh, you got the Border City.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, no, we need to do something, man. Like I'm thinking about bringing back the Windsor Hip Hop Festival or something equivalent, some type of conference. Not so much a festival where people are out there partying and dancing and whatnot, but have A&R reps and record promoters and have kiosks and people where they can learn how to do they ASCAP and how they do the BMI and how they do the SOCAN
Exactly.
and how they do. All right, like SOCAN, BMI, and ASCAP are only one part of it. That's only for the fucking songwriters.
He up here doing shameless plugs in his t-shirts.
You know what I mean? Like, there's another. Everybody has to get with the performers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a performer and a songwriter. There's two aspects, and I want to be able to teach people this shit with Shield and that. And I think that we should do some type of conference and not so much a festival.
So we can do that. That's nothing happened. Remember that Windsor Hip Hop Conference we did years ago, Kayyce, and I wasn't expecting that many people, and it was just like a wonderful time. It's something like that needs to happen again, but on a bigger level, like he's saying.
They need to educate these kids on what their paperwork.
Because all they're doing is
These kids don't know the paperwork, and even Kayyce, you signed a contract with Homeboy when you guys was Academy, just the two of you. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name right now. The Moonshine.
Shannon?
Huh?
What's his name? Shannon?
What? Oh,
the white guy.
Modern Tribe. Yeah, well, Modern Tribe, yeah.
No, he's talking about somebody else.
No, the white guy, the guy that got strung out, like him and Kayyce were Academy for the last few years, and then
Yeah.
Kayyce was
Wasn't they trying to get everybody?
Huh?
Huh?
Wasn't they trying to sign everybody? What was that? What was that about?
Modern Tribe?
Yeah.
No, Modern Tribe is dope, but what was back in the day, and I'm gonna tell you like this. Way back in the day, and you know what I'm about to say, Kayyce, who tried to take over Windsor hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Godspeed.
Godspeed. And you know, Christian was a cool dude. I'm not gonna front. He was super cool. He just didn't know music business. And that was the Godspeed's downfall. I mean, he came off like the Canadian Suge Knight, even though he was from the D. Had a lot of people shook and everything. And a couple people like me and Kayyce knew, like, come on, for real.
I thought Godspeed was Sean
Talbot?
no, Sean
Flannery?
Flannery.
No, he was Canada Stop.
Okay, so okay.
I ain't really know too much about them.
Oh, that was before your time, bro.
No, but
that was before your time.
seriously, I think the four of us should work on some type of hip hop conference. get people over here for a day of A&Rs and record executives and people that are in the business to be able to actually talk to people
That ain't nothing to get them people
and
over
to be
here.
able to
Like,
drop their demos and perform and what have you in front of like industry professionals.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. I'm down with that. You know, I need a reason. That I haven't been to Windsor in ages. So.
well, and
you
the
ain't
thing
missing
is,
nothing.
like, this can be like honestly, I have the names and numbers of every mayor in the 519 area, from Windsor to Sarnia to London to Cambridge, and all points in between. All right, so it's basically putting out a letter to all these mayors and city councilors in all these areas to create a 519er day. It doesn't have to be a 519er day. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be my thing, but I do think that we need to have some type of hip hop conference where we can get these young people on the same page. Because I've said this to you 10 years ago when I started Shield. We're all running the same race, so why aren't we not running in the same direction?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? New York has their back, California has their back, Houston has their back, Atlanta has their back,
Texas.
Chicago has their back.
Woo!
Why doesn't Windsor, Detroit have our back?
I gotta update
Texas.
this one before
So
we
like
leave.
Windsor, Detroit has their back, but Detroit only has fucking Slim Shady and what's the name? Did
Huh?
you just
No, there's a lot more.
no? Okay,
Wait,
I know
wait,
there's a
huh?
lot more. I'm
Huh?
not trying to diss. I'm not trying to diss Detroit. All
You
right.
got
You said Slim
Sada.
Shady.
No, listen. On a national
Peasy.
scale,
Yeah, on Peasy. Sada, Peasy. Who else?
42
Big
Doug.
All of them are
time.
national, like
Big Sean.
Grizzly,
Big
all of
time.
them.
Big
Okay,
time. Big time. There's, man, you got so many
then
people.
bring them to Windsor so they can educate
42
us.
Doug.
Then bring them to Windsor so they can educate us.
Hey, you know, Cash Doll just went platinum. She just got a platinum
Exactly,
record.
like
Okay,
Cash. That
okay, okay.
we can make that happen. That's not a problem.
Again, no disrespect. Then bring them to the conference so they can educate motherfuckers.
Hey, that ain't nothing but a
People over
word.
here,
That ain't a word.
there's some people that have
You
talent.
know,
There's
but
some people that have ambition.
I mean, I don't know which one of them
yeah,
cross the border, but
Well, that becomes another issue. But
some of them we can get. We can get it
listen,
because I know people in Kayyce know people
one of my
in Castro know them
listen,
dudes.
one
I'm
of my
just trying to
favorite
leave this
quotes of all
video on
time
point.
is one of my favorite quotes of all time is talent without ambition is a nightmare. Ambition without talent is a dream. All right. There's plenty of rappers over here that have ambition but no talent. That's a dream. But there's also plenty of people that have talent but no ambition, and that's a nightmare, especially when you're trying to coach them.
For sure. All right, man.
He's fucking her up.
We gotta get up out of here.
He's fucking her up. Trump's gonna win this
Video
shit.
sign.
I mean, it's too early to tell.
Why would
Because, I
they
mean,
go?
there
Why
was
would they? Why would
elections
they go
way
to
back
work
before
on
our
video?
time that was like
Isn't it
that.
170 or 270?
It's 270.
Oh, okay.
So it's time. I mean,
West
it can
Coast,
go either.
West
I
Coast has
got
that happen
I
still.
got
I
$20
mean,
cash
like
money
Kwame
on.
said, the streets ain't spoke yet. So, I mean, but we know how to happen to Kwame,
Hey,
but that's
you
another
guys
thing.
miss Kwame?
I
Yeah,
do. I ain't gonna lie.
know,
yeah.
Kwame was the shit.
Yeah,
I
call
miss
me for
Kwame.
president, nigga.
He was supposed to be president.
Listen,
If he wouldn't go to jail, he would have been president.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
might have. He might have ran. He might actually. You might lying. He might have.
He
He
would
thought
have.
he wanted to be a
He
governor at
was
least.
supposed to be that one.
listen. Apparently, you don't have to like having a felony conviction doesn't impede you from
Yeah,
being
he'll be there.
Nope.
uh, uh,
Nope. It
a
don't.
candidate
It
for
don't.
president.
It ain't that like
I
It's
thought.
like running
I
other
thought
jobs in the states. You can have a job as a felon.
the
Yeah.
first thing I do if I
I
didn't
thought he
become
was going to try to go
president.
after being a governor. So I thought he was
I
going to
don't
go,
think I
trying
don't
to go
know.
be a governor.
But
Huh?
look,
So
Oh,
he's trying to go.
Kamala
I
jumped
thought he
up
might
in
try to
Trump.
go after Big Grit.
oh boy, she gotta go
Listen,
with her buffs.
I'm beginning to think that the four of us need to have a podcast.
We can make it happen.
Just need a topic
Doom, doom.
once a week. All four of us come up with one topic and we talk about all four topics. Record it and post that shit.
Yeah,
Listen,
we get on some.
I know Castro's all about his social media. I'm
We
all
can
over
get on some.
social media.
Hey, we can get on some.
Nito's all about that social media. Kayyce, we got to get you up on
You
your
gotta get
social
better
media.
on social media, dude.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
one of the most talented MCs I know, and your social media game is garbage, bro.
Bro, I know, man. I got to get back into it. I just don't, man.
back into
Yeah,
it.
dang, you need to get into it.
I've never been
I
into
ain't do
it.
it, man.
He
I
see
just told me I
everything
out
though.
there like that. I'm
I
like
mean, I don't want to
literally.
bring up names, but somebody that used to be in your past used to handle that for you.
Yeah, yes, and I got like I got
What is
cousins and stuff like
his
that.
old
I'm like a recluse.
partner's name? The white guy.
Trilla.
Yeah, Trilla. That's his name, Trilla.
He wasn't doing that. That was
No, no, no. The
he
thing
said
No,
that.
is,
I couldn't remember the dude's name.
so the thing is, he like Castro and him weren't around in the academy days, like
Oh
I
yeah.
was in
the
Chicago.
whole academy days, like when academy was like that Canadian Wu-Tang type of thing, when they had Glock, Saga the Terrorist, Reno, uh, Unique One, Brandon J, who's in the military now, and then Pac-Man. I mean Lapis. Well, you call him Pac-Man on that one song at the end of my the Winter Hip Hop mixtape.
What
That
Castro
man,
said.
that man.
You gotta get closer to your mic, Castro.
And I
he
was around for some of it.
Yeah.
He was around, but I'm talking about like the Extreme Days, Winter Hip Hop Concert Series, 1, 2, 3, Explosion Day. Now, he wasn't one that Winter Hip Hop Explosions, but I'm talking about like the very beginning when it was just like, it was just crazy. But look, we gotta get up out of here because I got something outside waiting for me in the back patio that,
Don't slip. You gotta.
nah, not sniffing, no. Oh, Lord Jesus, no. God, no.
Going on
Oh,
record.
Never.
you gotta.
Going on the record.
I never said I did. I don't put that out there. I don't never know.
I just
No,
thought
no.
about what you
He
just
said,
said.
"I'm
Oh my
gonna do something."
god.
Yeah, you about to go.
No, never. No, no,
You
no,
about
no,
to
no.
go
I got
join
heart
join.
condition. I can't be
I
doing
know
none of
you
that.
can. I know you don't.
You see all these meds I'm on?
But
I cannot do none of that type of stuff. Come on, man.
All
I
right,
am
Castro.
pathetic. Come on. Never.
All right, Kayyce. All
But
right, Castro. Love you guys, man.
thank
Respect.
you. Thank everybody for tuning in.
I gotta make sure because I'm over here. I'm over his shoulder like Iago and fucking Aladdin and shit.
Alright, fellas, I'll let you in a minute. We gonna wake up and make all that stuff happen. He got sound effects and shit.
You got a fucking background. My phone
How
over
did
here.
he do that?
I'm sitting over his shoulder like a fucking
Yeah.
parrot.
Yeah.
I forgot about all that stuff.
Harris, 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 Harris.
I forgot about the sound effects this program
Do
got.
that. Boo.
Girl, stop playing on it.
It's all good, man.
Alright, fellas, check y'all out. Thank you for tuning in.
With the Hip Hop Fest 2025.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Yes, sir.